Fox News, I'm Gianna Gelosi. President Trump is meeting with Prime Minister Keir Starmer on the second day of a state visit to Britain. After a day of royal pomp, the agenda today turns to politics.
Trade, Russia's war in Ukraine, and ending the war in Gaza will be top of mind and on that agenda today, and also the president's meeting with business leaders. And President Trump will be holding a press conference alongside the Prime Minister.
That's Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. ABC pulls Jimmy Kimmel live after comments Kimmel made about Charlie Kirk.
This after Kimmel said during his Monday monologue, quote, "The MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it." Soon after, Nexstar Media announced it would replace the show with other programming in its more than 30 ABC-affiliated markets.
That's Fox's Kristen Goodwin. America's listening to Fox News.
At Franklin Veterinary Clinic, they're a full-service clinic that offers comprehensive care for family pets, equine athletes, and livestock alike. They have multiple veterinarians on staff providing the best possible care for your animals at every stage of their life. And when emergencies arise, they offer 24-hour ambulatory services and after-hour emergency care. The new emergency number is 575-808-7725. Franklin Veterinary Clinic, a tradition and excellence in caring, proudly serving Lincoln, Chavez, and Otero counties.
Hobbs, we're going back to where it all started. The 33rd Annual Chili Fest returns to downtown Hobbs September 26th and 27th. Friday night, we kick things off with local vendors, our first ever Chili Idol karaoke fundraiser, and live music from the Wicked West Band. Plus, join Light of Lee County for a Walk for Light, a Walk for Life, a beautiful luminaria walk honoring those impacted by cancer as we light up Broadway. Then, Saturday morning starts at 8 a.m. with Project Heartburn, our 3K and 5K run. At 10 a.m., the chili competition heats up, along with our silent auction, Touch a Truck, and more. Meet all 26 of our nonprofits and know that every dollar supports the United Way of Lee County, 211, and the services that help our neighbors every day. Mark your calendars, September 26th and 27th in downtown Hobbs. Come hungry, leave happy, and help our community thrive. For more information, contact Brittany Embry at campaign@uwolc.org. This ad is paid for by City of Hobbs Lodgers Tax.
Los Alamos Ammo returns to the Pecos River Village 7-Eleven Muscatel for their all-new Carlsbad Gun Show, September 20th and 21st. This big two-day buy-sell trade show has something for everyone in the family. Guns, ammunition, scopes, reloading, and knives. Plus, there's Western apparel, jewelry, blankets, cowboy memorabilia, and much more. Saturday 9 till 5, Sunday 10 till 6. Yes, something for everyone. The Carlsbad Gun Show, hosted by Los Alamos Ammo at the Pecos River Conference Center.
Be there. Big changes are happening at the Lee County Event Center. They're undergoing a major renovation to bring you a better, more modern venue, inside and out. While the arena is temporarily closed during construction, they're still open for business. The banquet halls remain available and ready to host your next event. From safety meetings and corporate training to baby showers, birthday parties, and wedding receptions, the Lee County Event Center can accommodate you. Need space, service, and support? They have you covered with flexible rooms, affordable rates, and a professional team that cares. Conveniently located in Hobbs, New Mexico on the Lovington Highway. Let them help you plan your perfect event during this exciting time of transformation. Call 575-391-2901 to book today. The Lee County Event Center. The arena is closed, but the banquet halls are open. Your experience is their priority, even during renovation.
I'm David. I work for Chevron, and this is my New Mexico. The beautiful skies, the perfect day of fishing on the Pecos River. It doesn't get any better than that. Conserving the natural beauty in New Mexico, it's important to me. Working for a company that values that, that's one of the things I love about Chevron.
Learn more at chevron.com/David.
At Coffee Drilling LLC, they offer a wide range of drilling services from small domestic water to agricultural and monitor wells. In addition to mud and rotary drilling, Coffee Drilling offers services to pre-existing wells as well as troubleshooting of pumps and all control systems. Call Coffee Drilling today to schedule your routine maintenance or see about an upgrade to your water system. Call 505-270-1767. That's 505-270-1767. Coffee Drilling LLC, over 20 years experience and serving all of Hobbs, Lovington, and Eunice.
Attention Permian Basin Cowboy Dan here, and it's tailgate season at Permian Chevrolet GMC Nissan in Hobbs with the biggest sales event of the year happening this month at Permian Chevrolet. Backed by popular demand, we'll be raffling off a mystery car for just $99. You heard me right, only $99 on September 27th at 4 p.m. So come in today and get your free raffle tickets and enter to win. Cowboy Dan is shooting down high monthly payments on everything in stock, with payments starting as low as $99 a month, bringing you huge savings on all our trucks, cars, and SUVs, new and pre-owned in stock. Also, take advantage of our top dollar for your trade-in offer, whether it's paid for or not. Permian will beat anyone's deal. And don't forget about our lifetime powertrain warranty, giving the best protection on your new ride. Come to Permian Chevrolet GMC Nissan here in Hobbs and take advantage of the big savings. And remember, I'll beat anyone's deal.
Southeast New Mexico weather.
Good morning. The forecast down to 285 on this Thursday at 84 degrees in Roswell. 30% chance for showers and thunderstorms. It's 89 degrees in Carlsbad, 20% chance for thunderstorms. The mid-80s in Lovington, 30% chance for rain. Lovington temperatures tomorrow in the middle to upper 80s and a chance for thunderstorms at 20%. For W105 FM, I'm meteorologist Ron Roberts.
Your country plays on W105.
This morning show rocks.
I love it. I get it all. The one and only.
I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait. Back on the chain gang. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain God studio. Be in the Breakfast Club, being powered by Permian Ford and PermianFord.com. We are the in the Breakfast Club. The question of the day brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply. They have parts for semis, heavy trucks, and industrial trucks. Text line being brought to you by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer.
Oh, yeah.
Call or text now, 877-396-W105 to talk to us.
If I'm having a bad day, you guys make me feel better.
I can't get enough.
Let's
Good morning. Welcome back.
Hey, how would you like some breakfast? Would you like some breakfast?
What would you like for breakfast?
I could go for a cheeseburger. Cheeseburger?
I don't want a cheeseburger. It's too early for a cheeseburger. Too early for a cheeseburger? Look, cheeseburger.
Today is National Cheeseburger Day.
What do you have?
Cheeseburger.
Yeah, for breakfast.
Cheeseburger.
Got it.
Happy National Cheeseburger Day. It's showtime.
And good morning to you. It's already 8 minutes after the hour 6. We are being the Breakfast Club, back in the saddle this morning after a long, long day into last night. Thanks to a lot of people for staying off the road yesterday between La Mesa and here, because, man, I was power gliding. My eyes are just not as good as they used to be. And in the, when it gets dark.
Right.
I think I need that cataract surgery.
Twilight and after is no bueno for you.
But made it home, got some prepping done, and in the studio this morning. For all you millennials crying this morning, I actually worked 8 hours yesterday, and I drove 11, prepped for 2 hours, woke up, and back in the studio. So quit crying and pull on the big boy panties and let's go. Monica, how are you doing today?
I am doing
well. What mic
4.
are you for? You're on 4?
It's just in the position of 5.
Oh.
We played musical chairs this morning. Yeah. I'm well.
So,
I wasn't expecting you, so I text Blake. I was waiting on my coffee.
I wasn't expecting to be back because I was figuring I'd stop along the way, but when Amarillo was charging anywhere from $200 to $250 for a hotel room at a crappy hotel
on a Wednesday night,
I'm just like, no.
Yeah, no.
I'll just keep driving.
Look, and waiting on your coffee is important.
And I could have stopped. I could have stopped like Comanche or Hamilton.
Sure.
And then they were about $135, and I was like, I ain't spending that money. I'm just going to keep driving.
Amen.
So made it here. I did see a dude with a dress with a beard on, all of that. And we're in that little bitty town of Hamilton. I have no idea.
He's trying to get close to you.
So I'm in the bathroom at the urinal, and some I see a guy with a beard, and then I go, dude's got a dress on.
Did it have flowers?
But can you imagine you're wearing a dress? I mean, it's very flowing. It's, and then he goes, "How you doing?" Holy crap.
You seem to attract those kinds of guys.
I don't know. How you doing?
Yeah, the guy at the fair.
Yeah,
this guy.
I don't know.
What do you think they got a cabal?
I was just like, what the hell's up with this?
I mean, you're probably attractive to even men as well.
So,
like, women think you're hot and guys think you're hot.
I'm being like, make up your mind. So I weighed myself. I weighed myself last night. I've gained 10 pounds.
Ándale.
Yeah, trip to Louisiana. So starting today, no more. I got no more soda, no more sweet tea, no more bread. I'm doing all of that and back to the gym. Even though I was at the gym, and just eating stuff I shouldn't have been.
No more etouffee.
No. So at least for a couple weeks, 3 weeks, I'll be down 10 pounds.
There you go.
I've done it before. I can do it again.
A week to put it on, 3 weeks to take it off.
That's the way it usually works. Chiropractor Founder Day. So it is your day. Chiropractors. Yep. So my buddy Dr. Gillis, appreciate you so much. First Love Day. Hug Greeting Card Writer Day, because they have no more jobs anymore. Man, that is a greeting card writers. People do not send cards. In the last 10 years, that has dropped off the rails.
Yes, and I actually did some writing on greeting cards back in my 20s.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised.
E-cards would be the way to go. International Equal Pay Day. No, I don't want equal. I don't want to make the same amount they're making in the Philippines or in Mexico. No. International. Why does everything have to be the same? Why does they have to be equality across the board? Cost of living in other countries is less. So do they really need more? The answer is no. Read an International ebook Day. What the hell's up with all this cheeseburger day?
Yes.
HIV and AIDS Aging Awareness Day. Red Velvet Cake Day. Nope, can't have that. School Backpack Awareness Day. Krispy Kreme Treat Day going on, and Bamboo Day happening all day today. Monica, did you know bamboo can be just as strong as steel?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you
Structural
think
bamboo.
Yeah.
those bears hang from it. It's got to be some kind of strong.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very, very strong.
Wow.
And so the big bamboo that I'm talking about is like 5 inches.
Mm-hmm. It's
it
all
makes
because
sense.
the way it's made. I mean, it's first of all, it's circular, right? And then it's individual cells, and then you have the walls. So the way that structural bamboo, the way it grows, it transfers everything down.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Just physics.
Bamboo is very, very, very strong. All right, price of oil. We'll get to that this morning. We'll keep you updated. The question of the day is on a national cheeseburger day. Where can we find the best cheeseburger? And if you want to include green chili on that, you can. But cheeseburgers, where can you find the best cheeseburgers? I'd love to hear from you. Our number 877-396-W105. You can call or text. The morning show, of course, this morning being powered by our buddies at Permian Ford. Get in there and talk to Daniel today. Also broadcasting from the End of the Mountain God studio. Text line 877-396-W105. That's being brought to you by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer. Go talk to Bill today. You can find them at amigo-machinery.com or in Roswell. Question of the day being brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa dealer. They have the big truck parts. I'm talking about parts for all of your big trucks. Everything you will ever need for your big truck, they've got you covered. And, of course, all the car parts, too. And, they've got everything. So go check them out today. Feds cut interest rate for the first time of the year. Amid a weakening labor market. I don't know if that makes 100% true, but it's a long time coming. So Jerome Powell finally moves the bar and does the right thing.
Thank you.
Yeah. President Trump pays respect to Queen Elizabeth. He, of course, is in in Britain. And I don't know if you saw the First Lady. She was hanging out, and she has a passion for kids. And so she was hanging out and visiting with kids as they tried to get a merit badge. I saw part of that this morning on TV. But the president at some point will go and meet with Zelensky later on in the week, and is meeting with the prime minister right now at a business reception. And it is a meet and greet where he will answer questions. Joe Biden could never do that.
No.
As far as answer the questions. 5 police officers shot, 3 dead in Pennsylvania. FBI is still investigating this case. So the 5 police officers shot, 3 killed in York County, Pennsylvania. That happened yesterday. The gunman was not yet been publicly identified. He was killed by police. And so this is a ongoing story. They believe that it all started as part of a domestic-related investigation. And 2 wounded police officers remain in the hospital. They are in critical but stable condition this morning. Well, it looks like he is going to be deported. Mohammed Khalil. He's going to be deported. You remember that? Does that name ring a bell? Mohammed Khalil?
Yes, but I don't remember.
So that was the guy who worked at Columbia University.
Okay.
And did his protest. Remember, he was pro
green card holder.
Yeah, he's a green card holder. His wife is here. And look, nobody is separating families. She can move with him.
Yep.
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, she, the kids and her, they can all move together.
Wait, I forget. When someone's arrested for a crime, does that separate families?
Of course it does. What about when somebody joins the military? Separate families? Yes, it does. So the federal immigration judge has ordered Mohammed Khalil deported to either Algeria or Syria after ruling he hid information on his green card application. So it's not the protest that got him, but he hid information on his green card application. Judge Jamie Colnas issued a September 12th decision in Louisiana and said that Khalil did not disclose his internship with the United Nations Relief and Work Agency and ties to apartheid group back in the day. So he lied on his application. Because he lied on his application, it looks like he is going to be deported and will go home. Now, where was he from originally?
Was it Qatar?
No, it was not Qatar. I don't remember where his country of origin was. Would it be easier just to send him back to his country of origin?
Yes.
I think that would be a better place for him. Yesterday, a few Republicans stopped the effort to censure Ilhan Omar over the comments she made about Charlie Kirk.
As she should.
Yeah, so handful of people. As I look at this list, remember the names. Okay. Corey Mills from Florida, Republican. Mike Flood from Nebraska. Jeff Hurd from Colorado. And Tom McClintock of Florida all sided with the Democrats to table the censorship of Ilhan Omar.
Good.
No, not good. Not good because...
They don't want her censored?
Yeah, they don't want her censored. So they sided with the Democrats. They went the opposite way and sided with the Democrats.
I misunderstood that.
Crazy. Looks like Ben & Jerry's founder, Jerry Greenfield, was stepping away from the famous ice cream company, citing that he has lost his independence under the parent company.
Oh.
By the way, the parent company, look, when you sell your business, you might be on the board, but they're going to do what the hell they want.
Right.
So, this is probably the worst breakup. I don't know.
Well, at least he can still eat ice cream when he's sad.
Yeah, but he's probably not going to eat Ben & Jerry's.
Nah.
Yeah. Executives at a company that owns strip clubs around the country have been charged with bribing a New York City official with free lap dances to avoid paying taxes. Yep.
Would it work for you?
No.
Okay.
No. And by the way, they're losing their shirt over the whole deal. By the way, IRS agent was not attracted to cinnamon. Cinnamon. Toy Hall of Fame announced nominees for this year. Tickle Me Elmo is in. Cornhole the game is in. Yeah. And even snow. Wait, snow?
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 Like real snow?
I mean, if Snow wins, who accepts the award? Mr. Freezy?
Earth?
I get Tickle Me Elmo. I get that.
I don't understand why that one's not already in. Because it's been out for a long time.
But Snow has been around forever.
True.
And it just barely got in. And according to a brand new report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, grocery prices have jumped up. Highest point in 3 years. This is something we got to get a handle on.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not much. It is not much. But, yeah, grocery prices have jumped up. And if you haven't heard the news, Jimmy Kimmel is off the show. Jimmy Kimmel has been indefinitely separated from ABC. Comments that he made about Charlie Kirk after the Charlie Kirk murder. So he is off, hasn't lost his job. I hate when they do that. Indefinite suspension.
Right.
So is the show canceled? Who's taking over? What's going on?
Well, when you have a second, third-rate comedian like Jimmy Kimmel, who kind of got to start on Fox Sports, and then gets a late-night show.
Wasn't he on that show with John Sally, where in the beginning of the show, all it was is women jumping with no bras on
it might be
the Man Show?
Yeah, he was on that show.
Yeah, on the trampolines?
Yes.
That was the intro of the whole show.
Yes.
And it was called The Man Show. How far have we come?
And then he had a spot on Fox Sports on the NFL Sunday thing, and then that got him this gig.
And that must have been a long time ago because I've
you
always
don't remember
just
the
known
Man
him as the
Show?
Jimmy Kimmel. No, let me look it up real
Wasn't Tom
quick.
Arnold on that too?
Tom Arnold, John Sally, and I think Jimmy Kimmel was on that.
I think he was.
And there was one other guy. He's a comedian. I can't think of his name, but I didn't watch the show. I just watched it for the intro. There was two girls that got black eyes. It was not good. They had to file workers' comp.
They will put him somewhere else because you got to remember ABC owned by Disney, and they like subverting traditional American values.
Yeah. Yep. Looks like the search continues for two missing hunters. They're right up there near the New Mexico-Colorado state line. So those missing hunters went missing over the weekend, and they are still searching for them. Since Saturday, two lifelong friends, Andrew Portner and Ivan Stasko, have been missing. Their loved ones are, of course, worried about them. And so the search goes on up near the New Mexico-Colorado line. And new information coming out about that shooting by a Roswell police officer. It all started when someone called about a man being very aggressive towards a woman and reported that he pointed a gun at her. 27-year-old Andrew Lopez Cobas reportedly ran from police when they confronted him. Officers chased him. At one point, they said that he pulled out a gun and pointed it at them. Worst thing you can do is point a gun at a police officer. I'm just going to tell you, ammo is expensive. Police officers practice for free. So they're better shots than you most of the time because they practice. Practice makes perfect.
Well, it makes better anyway.
Yeah, so when they pointed the gun at the police returned fire and they shot him. He was airlifted to Texas Hospital for treatment. New Mexico State Police, of course, says that this guy, he's only 27 years old, but has an extensive criminal record. He has been arrested more than 20 times. Why are you continuously letting these people out? That's the bigger question. All right, we're going to talk about the mayor of Michigan. She has been silent after the Dearborn, Michigan Muslim mayor did this. I'll tell you about what this is coming up next. We'll get to the text. Best cheeseburger, where can we find it? Morning show this morning being brought to you by North Star Laundry, one-stop shop for all your laundry. Dry cleaning, pressing, starching. They can even wash, dry, and fold your clothes. If you need your clothes washed, they can take care of that. They can take care of starching up your jeans. Whatever you need, they've got you covered. And they have coin-operated machines, and they're open 7 days a week. 609 West Lee in Carlsbad, 604 West Church, Carlsbad, 406 West Cedar, and Loving. Check them out today. High temperature getting up to about 86. Should be partly sunny throughout the day. 20% chance of rain for southeast New Mexico. Overnight low tonight, 63, and then 86 and sunny tomorrow. Friday and Saturday, looks like we have a slight chance of rain for southeast New Mexico. Flood watch back in Ruidoso. 70 for the high today with a 60% chance of rain. 20% chance of rain tonight. Tomorrow's high 70, 60% chance of rain. And I'm seeing rain all the way through Saturday, but Sunday looks like it's clearing up. And in Albuquerque this morning, sunny skies 86, 60 tonight, 60% chance of rain tomorrow. Some of those showers could be scattered. 82 for the high tomorrow, and the weekend weather looking good. 5-day forecast, go to W105radio.com. Check on the weather being brought to you by Rig Outfitters and the Home Store. Our buddy Joe reminding you, get in there for the $99 boots. Yes, a pair of boots for just $99. Now, if you're looking for stuff like steel-toe boots and safety gear and stuff to go to work in the patch, they've got all of that, including FR everything. Plus furniture, appliances, and electronics with zero down financing. RigOutfitters.com, or see them in the Broadmoor Mall in Hobbs, right next to Scrub Outfitters. Scrub Outfitters has the largest selection of scrubs, big-name brands, Dickies, Healing Hands, Mecatura, and others. Plus, you can find them on Facebook. So if you're looking for medical scrubs, Scrub Outfitters in the Broadmoor Mall right next to Rig Outfitters. Check them out today. 627, Monica and the text.
Jody is asking you, did you go through Amarillo to come home from Galveston, B?
Show did.
Lovington Patrick.
No, it was Abilene.
Abilene. Did I say Amarillo?
You said
I'm sorry.
Amarillo this morning.
I'm suffering this morning.
Suffering.
My butt is still sleeping.
Lovington Patrick said, all I can say, B, is I'm just glad he was in the men's bathroom. Ha, ha.
Amen.
And Bosque County said,
That's true.
Bosque County said, B, I'm in Comanche. I swear that wasn't me in that dress. Jesse Soto says, double meat, double cheese, and grilled jalapenos at Whataburger. The best every single day. Smokey in Arizona says, good morning, guys. And Monica, good morning, Smokey. These 4 rhinos are why conservatives don't trust the Republican Party. Talking about Ian Omar, the one that sided with not censoring her. The best green chili cheeseburger is at 2 places, Oso Grill in Capitan and the Al Bar and Grill. Jared Sanders and a couple of others texted in and said the other one was Adam Carolla. I was looking at that. So Adam went right and Jimmy went left, right?
Well, I don't think they went that way. I just think that's the way they are.
True. I was looking up the show. I don't remember watching it, but nonetheless. I liked the Al Bar and Grill in San Antonio. Best burger ever. Hey,
pretty good.
I guess it's pretty popular. Best cheeseburger around, Pioneer Steakhouse. Hands down, says Stacy in Lovington. And Randy Pettigrew says, good morning. Just a reminder, Charlie Kirk was assassinated, not murdered. The motive? The killing is driven by a political, ideological, religious, or financial motive, often to make a statement or influence the course of history. And that's it for the text line.
You know, troubling information came out this morning. Fox News was talking about this morning, that the way they coddled this assassin. The way they coddled him. He was coddled when they brought him in. He made a deal with the police that, of course, was his dad former law enforcement?
No, they have a friend.
A friend who is a pastor.
Mm-hmm.
Helped with the negotiation. They were negotiating. Some of the things, he wouldn't be handcuffed. So they brought him in, not handcuffed. He sat there for 2 hours without handcuffs on a comfy couch with a bottle of water with his parents there. That was the other thing. His parents had to be there.
Mm-hmm.
He had 3 demands. SWAT wouldn't go into his house. That was one of them. But they coddled this guy, and I get it. They wanted to bring him in alive.
Well, they did want to bring him in alive, but it's kind of ironic that he was afraid of being shot.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
since he had just shot somebody.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I didn't know that that's what he had said.
Mm-hmm.
But look, did he deserve to be coddled? No.
No. The other thing is he wanted to be brought in by plainclothes detectives, not a SWAT team.
Yeah, not a SWAT team. Yeah. There were multiple things that he wanted and they gave to him as a negotiation for bringing him in. And I'm glad he's here alive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm glad he's, a lot of times when somebody does something horrific, I'm like, why didn't they just take him out? I want this guy to be able to live every day and have to serve a long, long prison term until he is put to death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Long term.
Yes. I think that he needs to live with what he did.
But there are people that are like the ABC News reporter. So it was touching. Him and his boyfriend, having that. It was touching. No, it wasn't.
Right.
He had just admitted that he killed somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he said my love at the end doesn't make it better.
Well, and how sick are those reporters?
They got to be fairly sick. Yeah. All right, thought for the day coming up. We'll talk about the governor of Michigan. Has she said anything about the discrimination going on at Dearborn, Michigan? I'm going to tell you this much. If it had anything to do with anybody being discriminated, besides Christian, she would be yelling at the top of her voice.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to that up next. Tweet of the day this morning being brought to you by WWRV times3.com. 3 RV parks in Carlsbad, a nice place to park your RV. Very, very nice. 30 and 50 amps available. They got over 162 RV hookups. All utilities included for one low price, and that includes high-speed internet. So if you like to play video games or stream, yeah, they've got you covered there. Pet-friendly, very well lit up. Check them out online at www.rvtimes3.com. 988-0392. Check them out today. We're being the Breakfast Club. Here is the tweet of the day. The president is all the way in the motherland. He's in Britain. Here's President Trump in Britain.
No question. I think this is a real statement by the King and by the senior members of the royal family. I mean, it's very rare they all get together like this for a visit by a foreign leader. They're doing it to make a point. I think they recognize the world feels a little bit precarious right now. You have 2 raging wars in Ukraine and in Gaza, and you have a lot of people, particularly since the appalling murder of Charlie Kirk, I think are feeling very tense about the way that issues like free speech are going in the world. And I think that the royal family want to make a statement. They are aligning themselves very publicly today with the President of the United States, who they know actually believes in his heart fundamentally in the principles of free speech, as indeed do they. So I think that this is it's a statement by the royal family. We're going to roll out the ultimate red carpet. And again, just to stress, I've not seen this done for any other world leader. This is unprecedented. And bearing in mind that Donald Trump is getting a second state visit, but the first one was for a different monarch. So nobody has ever, US president or anybody else, has ever had a state visit with two different monarchs. So that, again, I think is an important thing to say. Last time it was with Queen Elizabeth. This time it's with her eldest son, King Charles. That is real history. And I keep coming back to how his mother would feel, Donald Trump's mother, Mary, how she would have felt about this, watching her son, just on a human level, having these extraordinary...
Now, we got to remember, she was British. Donald Trump's mother was, she was British.
I remember reading that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they honored her yesterday. And she wasn't like an heir to the throne or anything, but her family was.
She was like 312th.
Yeah.
In line.
Yeah.
Or something.
But so the history is there. So but
unprecedented.
Yeah, Britain has a big problem when it comes to, when it comes to social media and people being censored. And the other problem is they've let a lot of migrants into their country.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who's running the country now? The migrants.
The Muslims, yeah. Muslims in particular.
Yeah. Speaking of Muslims, Gretchen Whitmer, who is the Michigan governor, has stayed silent for days after the controversy in Dearborn, Michigan. And as it turns out, the guy who went before the city council at the mayor said, "You're not welcome here," is a Christian pastor. But the governor hasn't said anything. Where's the lawsuits from the ACLU? By the way, the guy they're honoring in Dearborn, Michigan, was pro-Palestine, pro-Hamas. I mean, every terrorist organization out there, pro. The Muslim population in Michigan is about 40%. Yes, Michigan. That whole area of Dearborn, it's been taken over.
Sure. And where do they do the cars?
Maybe that's why they picked the place.
Yeah.
Mariners, Cal Riley breaks the Yankees' Mickey Mantle switch-hitting home run record yesterday.
Wow.
That was a historic blast.
That was a biggie.
So the Seattle Mariners catcher, Kyle Riley, slugged his way into the history books, hitting his 55th and 56th home run of the season during the Mariners' 12-5 win over the Kansas City Royals on Tuesday. Raleigh broke the New York Yankees legend Mickey Mantle's record for the most home runs for a switch hitter in a single season. And Spirit Airline jet flies very close to Air Force One. Very, 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 very close. I tried finding more information on this. All I have is a headline. By the way, statement from the air traffic controller. Pay attention. That was a statement.
I would have thought he said, WTF are you doing?
What is going on with you people?
Seriously.
Back her up just a little bit. All right, 6:38. Let me get to the price of oil this morning, being brought to you by Wilbanks LLC, serving the oil and gas industry since 1981. Monica, what year were you born?
83.
83, see?
Wait, what was your mom's name?
Stop. You're not my dad.
No, I am not. I was just saying.
By the way, 4 decades of experience, quality, reputation, good people. Crane and Crane services are available in the ever-growing basin. Look, they have the machines to get the job done. Truck cranes, rough terrain, all-terrain crawlers, ranging from 50 to 350 tons. They've got the equipment to support you in your next project. If you got a project coming up, it doesn't matter. If it's battery bill, wireline, frac, plant bills, if it's compression, they can help. Give them a call, 575-746-6318. Wilbanks LLC, since 1981.
West Texas Intermediate is up 29 cents at 64.34. Brent crude also up that same amount to 68.24. Natural gas is off a little bit at $3.09, and the wholesale cost on a gallon of gasoline still $2.03 a gallon.
We'll tell you about that Clovis man, that high-speed chase. He was sentenced yesterday. I'll get you updated with that. 20 minutes away from 7 o'clock. We'll get back to the text in a second. Morning show being brought to you by A Custom Construction and Roofing. Roofing and insurance specialist, licensed, bonded, and insured. Our buddy Dwayne Pennick, been at it for 30 years, over 30 years. Yeah, and he's got that A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau and has that for over 30 years. So if you need a roofer or somebody to finish a construction project, get it done from start to finish, Dwayne Pennick's the guy to call this morning. 575-318-9725. Warning you about the out-of-town, out-of-state contractors. Yeah, when those guys come in, they give you a warranty. They leave. Warranty is not even worth the paper it is written on. Stag called Dwayne Pennick at A Custom Construction and Roofing, 575-318-9725. Man in southern New Mexico sentenced yesterday morning after he led police on a high-speed chase in a vehicle with illegal firearms. Earlier this summer, Clovis police were called to a neighborhood, reports of guns being shot, and they came upon a vehicle. Officers pursued that vehicle until it crashed into a parked car, and there was an occupant, 3 of them, that fled from that vehicle. Jonathan Hay, 39 years old. He was apprehended a short time later at gunpoint. He pled guilty to aggravated fleeing and being a felon in possession of a firearm. The judge, Benjamin Cross, sentenced him to 5.5 years behind bars. His accomplices, Michael Padilla, threatened to kill himself in that standoff with police, but eventually surrendered to police. And the woman in the car was not charged. Albuquerque mother charged with child abuse appeared in court yesterday. This mother, accused of abusing her 3-month-old baby, made her first appearance in court. Jessica Brusella and Jonathan Castillo are facing charges of child abuse. Court documents said that the infant suffered from a skull fracture and multiple brain hemorrhages and severe bruising. Police say this all the bruising and the hemorrhaging is consistent with ongoing abuse. By the way, the baby is still in the hospital, but the young lady and Castillo have admitted that they were using drugs, and they regularly beat the baby.
Oh, my God.
Their 4-year-old and the little baby, they both, by the way, the older baby is now in custody, but New Mexico Children, Youth, and Family Department, word of advice, do not try to reunite the family.
Please.
Please, by God, don't do it.
Well, you know CYFD.
You know what a train wreck is? When you allow drug addicts to get their kids back.
Yeah.
That is a train wreck.
Welcome to Michelle Lujan Grisham's CYFD.
And now they don't even have a secretary. She stepped down.
Well, not a surprise.
This is like the, 18th.
You know, I kind of heard that she tries to micromanage all those secretaries as well.
Well, that could be part of the problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because she's so power hungry that she tries to do that.
Yep. Domestic oil production gets a green light in California. The Assembly, many Democrats framed the bill as a painful compromise. So oil production could be going back to California. So we got what's going on in the Gulf of America.
Mm-hmm.
We've got oil and gas going back to California.
Good. That's good. California, didn't they used to be right in the top 3?
Yeah,
always.
I never knew.
California was the benchmark for other states. 40, 50 years ago, the benchmark for other states. Great education system, great highways, great infrastructure.
Then the liberals took over.
And the liberals took over, and it all went to hell in a handbasket. All right, we got child abuse charges coming up. We'll talk about that. Mariachi band director in Deming and a story out of Lubbock. We'll get to those stories. Thought for the day this morning being brought to you by Wakefield Oil. They've got 35 years in Southeast New Mexico. Quality products, excellent service, boom or bust, they deliver in the patch. If you're on-road, off-road this morning, it really doesn't matter. They will find you. They have interstate batteries. You need batteries? They can deliver them on location. Not a problem. Need fuel? They've got diesel. They've got unleaded. They've got DEF and so much more. Find them at 575-622-4160 or wakefieldOil.com. Thought for the day this morning is people who jog on the road in the dark, wearing dark clothing and no reflectors, are a unique combination of a person who cares about their health and well-being and one that doesn't give a damn. It's my thought for the day.
I 100% agree with that.
Yeah. Don't give a damn. All right, we talked about Ian Omar.
Ugh.
Will not be censured for her statements about Charlie Kirk. Representative Burchett yesterday had this to say.
Hey everybody, Tim Burchett just leaving the House for several bills. The Democrat bill on Omar they blocked us censoring her, if you can believe that. Yes, some Republicans didn't vote with us. Anyway, District of Columbia Policing Protection Act was a good bill by Clay Higgins. If you can believe this, police can't chase somebody during a car theft in Washington. So that's we passed that.
One good one.
Some
others, but the bill dealing with Omar just is unbelievable.
So now they can chase.
Hey everybody, Tim Burchett.
Well, hold up a second, Tim. So now they can actually chase somebody.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Before, if they got in a car chase, if a bad guy got in a car in Washington, they just gave up.
Yeah.
So that's like New Mexico. I was telling a police officer friend of mine in Louisiana that in New Mexico that you can't check the IDs of passengers. He was like, what?
He said, that's nuts.
He said, that's crazy.
Yeah.
He goes, you know how many arrests we make? We take murderers, rapists off the street because they're in the car with somebody else. He said, if you had a murderer that was trying to get away, they would probably be somebody else. The accomplice would be trying to get them out of town. How do you handle that? Well, you let them go. You can't ask them.
I can't tell you the number of times that I see people driving around, and I don't care who's driving the vehicle, but you know some of these macho guys, and they're the passenger, and their girlfriend is driving, and you're like, why are you the passenger? And it's so that they can't get asked.
I lost my license. I got a license. That's why.
Like I know in particular there was one drug dealer who would never drive. His
and that's the
girlfriend
reason.
always drove him.
Yep. Mariachi director. We'll get to that story up next. Morning show this morning. And we'll dive down into Charlie Kirk. Day number, 3, where he's being grilled. We'll get to
Kash
that.
Patel.
Yeah, Kash Patel. I'm sorry. I'm all messed up this morning. I need to.
Yesterday was day 2.
Yeah,
today
day
will
2.
be 3.
So today's day 3. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply, 1105 East 2nd in Roswell. Homegrown and proud of it. Farm and ranch supplies, workwear, everything you need for the farm or ranch, Purina feed for all of your animals, trailers, tank, tack, hardware store, fencing materials, clothing. They've got everything you need. Go check them out at RoswellLivestock.com, 1105 East 2nd in Roswell. Online, you can find them at RoswellLivestock.com and also up in Capitan at the Lincoln County Mercantile. Monica and the text, it is already 10 minutes away from 7 o'clock.
The Constitutionalist said, what's y'all's honest opinion on why Republicans are so against releasing all of the Epstein files? If y'all want to go into that.
I don't know. I don't know. Unless there's something with our national security. Most of the Epstein files have been released. The bigger question, why weren't we asking these questions to Barack Obama and
Joe Biden?
Joe Biden.
Sure.
Well, Kash Patel, not yesterday, but the day before, I think, I get lost in the days, kind of answered that to one of those people who was trying to grill him. He said, look, I gave you 3,000 pages of information on this. So what are you talking about? He said the things that have not been released so far are because of national
security. I believe that he was operative for the CIA.
Donald Trump?
No.
Epstein?
Epstein.
That very well could be.
I mean, there is no
So he could be a good guy and a bad guy at the same time.
There is no other plausible reason that why he wasn't locked up a long time ago.
What's the simplest answer?
CIA.
There you go.
Yeah. CIA.
All right. Little Jealous is saying the control tower told him to get off of his iPad. He was about 8 miles away. And Lionel said, did you guys cover the missing hunters just over the border in southern Colorado?
Yeah,
We
I talked
did.
about that.
First thing this morning.
We missed it.
The other guy was like, what the hell? Why would you kill someone? If you look at the text, he didn't sound like a boyfriend.
Yeah, he did.
He sounded pretty gay.
Honey,
my
love,
why would you do something like that?
That's a boyfriend.
You have to remember these kids were super smart. So they didn't talk slang. They didn't talk in like short word. Like they were very articulate. Is that the
He
word,
said,
Blake?
delete the text.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
delete this thread.
yeah,
He said.
done.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go with super smart.
No, I don't think they were super
Well,
smart.
because we went and looked at, or not.
They're not dumb.
Right,
like
but they
the
were
average kid is today.
But I'm sure they didn't talk. Right. They didn't talk like the average kid. They were like smarty pants. Like his mom was always talking about how smart he was.
He was.
Yeah, they were intelligent.
Pretty average, actually, as far as intelligence goes. He just didn't act, and they didn't talk.
Well,
like
he wasn't
everything that's been dumbed down now.
He wasn't a student at
fags.
the college, though. He was going to a technical school.
Right.
Did we say that?
No.
Yeah, he was going to Dixie something technical school.
Right. And so, I mean, he was average intelligence. He wasn't a really smart kid, but he wasn't a dumb kid either. And you got to remember, for the first time a year ago, national IQ's average in the U.S. is below 100.
Yeah, we dropped.
So to say someone say he has 100 and the average is 98, that doesn't make him smart. That just makes him average for where we used to be.
Well, I'm just looking at him as a murderer.
Yeah.
Assassin. Go ahead, Monica.
Oh, okay. Are y'all done? Oh, hear me out, Blake. Maybe because my wife doesn't like for me to drive her vehicle. Just saying. LOL.
No, on that one I agree, but I mean there are times.
Okay, this guy said they were smart and gay. I'm not going to use the word that they used. Vicky from Artesia said, I think they should execute Charlie Kirk's executioner the exact same way he executed Charlie Kirk, only he doesn't get medical care. He just dies eventually from his wounds.
Utah has the firing squad.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. John in Pyote says, good morning, all. Souks in Pyote. Awesome burger. Have a wonderful day. Is that Suki's or Souks? Souks?
I don't know. I have to go down there.
The bison burger with the green chili at Handlebar in Silverton, Colorado. The best burger. And what's going on, Catch-a-tones? You should try the recipe for crack burgers on YouTube, said James Brown. The editor chick said, the best burgers are at my house. They're my favorite. My grandmother swears the first thing I ever asked her for was a burger when I was a little over 1.
That's probably true.
How sweet. Republicans won't release the list because they are controlled by Israel, said Brian. And Thumper says, this will be the last one, Kevin. Kevin and Blake, 9 out of 10. I agree with you guys. At the same time, the way businesses find loopholes to avoid paying taxes, which is legal, avoid paying taxes, is the same way the passenger should not be able, or not be providing ID because we go back to little. We're losing our rights. And Kevin, you of all people know that we are kind of in a losing battle. You know about losing our rights, said Thumper.
Yeah, I don't know if we're losing our rights. I don't. What rights are we losing? And I just think showing your ID. I have no problem showing my ID. If I had it in my pocket, I'd show it to you.
Yeah.
It expires in 2035. I do know that.
Well, if you have an outstanding warrant, maybe you should have taken care of that.
Yeah, good policing work. I don't know. Looks like the mariachi director at Deming High School has been arrested. I don't know why it does this. Anyway, the mariachi director, Deming High School, has been arrested, and then it goes on to another story. Look at that. Marfa ISD teacher arrested for improper relationship with a student. Teacher was arrested and charged with indecency with a child and an improper relationship with a student. The Presidio County Sheriff's Office said 51-year-old Juan Martinez was arrested at his home in Marfa late Tuesday. By the way, he has been charged with indecency with a child and improper relationship. And other charges are pending because in Texas, there is a law that if you are a teacher or somebody in higher authority and you have a relationship with a student,
yes, even after they become an adult,
you're in big trouble. Matt Gutman says he didn't mean to be nice and talk about romanticize the whole idea that Tyler Robinson's text with his trans lover.
Yes, he did. It was deliberate.
No,
we have a cut about that.
This guy was gushing. This guy was gushing about the whole thing.
And we do have a cut about that, actually.
Yeah, he was actually gushing. You remember what number it is?
It's the woman.
Paulina Luna?
No. I'm sorry. I wasn't ready for that. It is number 5.
5. 1, 2, 3.
Katie Pavlich.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here's what she had to say about the gushing journalists.
I know Matt personally, but I've always known him to be a very solid correspondent. But talk about reaching for the wrong word here.
The text messages spoke for themselves. I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to go and somehow insert emotion into what we were reading. As a correspondent and reporter, simply could read what these two people were talking about with each other and let the audience they're presenting this information to make up their own mind. But for him to go so far as say these messages were touching, they were fulsome, they were loving, and then to imply and say that this is something that many of us didn't expect shows that he had a broader agenda at play here. And not just him, but a number of people in the media are trying to find some hook here to make it so that this guy, the guy who allegedly stole Charlie Kirk from his family, from his children, from the country, as somehow part of the victim in all of this.
Look at the sick society we have today. With, the United Healthcare CEO being shot down by Mangione. And then we got people that are like happy and excited that the terroristic part of his charge has been dropped. The whole thing is just, we're sick. America is sick. It is disease that needs to be ridden.
Yes.
We are, you got the girl, I'm married to his AI. Oh, shut up. Every once in a while, we need to say, oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Well, like that, we had that cut with the rep in Wisconsin that told that to that reporter the other day.
Just shut up. I'm married to his AI. We're going to have AI kids.
Well, that girl is a prime example of why we need to bring back institutionalism.
Yeah.
You're sick.
Yes, they need mental help.
Speaking of sickness, we'll get to Cass Patel coming up next. Also, a Mexican citizen charged with possessing nearly 14,000 rounds of ammo in Las Cruces. I'll get to that story on the way. Morning show being brought to you by Twin Wells Fuel Station. You can find them right off of 128 between Jowl and Carlsbad. If you're driving this morning on 128 and need fuel, exit Buck Jackson Road, go down 2.75 miles. It is a large facility. It's covered. It's nice. We got rain in the forecast. Yeah, you can get out of the elements. They accept unleaded, green diesel, red diesel, DEF value. Yeah, and they also, of course, have credit cards, debit cards, and fleet cards. They accept all of the above. And just a reminder, if you're on 128 this morning, be safe on the road from the Twin Wells Fuel Station. Need fuel? Exit on Buck Jackson Road and fill her up today. Kash Patel will be back today being grilled. Jasmine Crockett had questions. Here's what she had to ask Kash Patel yesterday, the director of the FBI.
Trump. Now, I will agree that I definitely take issue with a number of decisions that Donald Trump makes, especially when it comes to the people that he decides to appoint to very important positions, including this one, because I did have to make sure that I wasn't going crazy. But when I say that you are the least qualified FBI director in the history of the FBI, that is real, because you are the only one that never even served with the FBI prior to joining, yet we are supposed to believe that you are the greatest thing since sliced bread. I didn't ask you a question. Now, what I want to go through is to talk about why you are a failure and why, honestly, we just need to tell you bye-bye.
Now, let me ask you this much. Before you became a congresswoman, did you serve as a congresswoman?
No.
Were you in politics?
Nope.
Oh. So maybe you're not qualified.
Well, again, as he pointed out, that's false. I like how she just tried to backhand him. I didn't ask you a question. No, you made a false statement. That's still false.
So yesterday also, Kash Patel destroyed a Democrat operative that tried to say America is less safe than it was before.
Yeah.
Mr. Patel, in the short time I have left, your tenure as director of FBI has been somewhat problematic. Americans are definitely less safe under your watch. You have gutted the FBI's ability to keep safe from domestic terrorism. You have sent FBI agents to conduct traffic stops and round up hardworking immigrants who pose no danger to public safety. People even President Trump referred to as good, long-time workers. Your job is to protect and serve the American public.
Time to the gentlelady.
You spent your time protecting heinous individuals and using the FBI to serve as a political circus. You at times have appeared unequipped.
Time to the
this country
gentlelady
deserves
has
better,
expired.
and I yield.
Gentlelady yields
May
back.
I respond?
Sure can.
Simply put, what is it? Are we failing? If we're failing, how are we arresting 23,000 violent felons? Twice as many as this time last year. Are we failing? Because if we're failing, how are we seizing 1,500 kilograms of meth, 25% increase from last year? Are we failing? Because we captured 4 top 10 FBI most wanted from around the world in 7 months. That's more than the entirety of the last administration. Are we failing? Because we put 1,500 child predators in prison. Are we failing? Because we dismantled 300 human trafficking networks. Which is it? You don't like me, that's fine. But don't you dare disparage the men and women of the FBI that are producing record results in historic fashion to protect this country. They are kicking ass for America, and they're going to continue to do so.
Whoa, Kash Patel. It's like he ate some hot curry or something. Bam!
Sorry.
Kash Patel bringing it home.
I like him more and more.
I love Kash Patel. I read his book.
Yeah.
And, you know, he is the only person that's worked in multiple departments. FBI. He's worked in the State Department.
Mm-hmm.
He's worked in multiple departments. You can move this guy around.
I like him.
He's like the utility player.
Yeah.
And he's a patriot.
Sure.
That's a great reference.
He is a patriot that look, his family came over here from India.
Mm-hmm.
They had moved to Pakistan. And then India, they're from India originally. They're Indian.
Mm-hmm.
and they came to America and they lived in like a 1-bedroom house that was shared by 3 other Indian families.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's where they just hang the sheets up to make little.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he's a patriot. He loves this country. No problem with Kash Patel. None. Now, if you were dying and you needed somebody to save you, would it bother you who would save you?
No.
We'll get to that cut coming up. Jim Jordan and Kash Patel. Here's this cut where Jim Jordan talks about Kash Patel.
Director, yes or no, is the FBI still spying on parents at school board meetings?
No, sir.
Is the FBI still targeting Catholics?
No, sir.
Is the FBI still spying on President Trump?
I don't believe so.
Is the FBI still censoring Americans?
No, sir.
Is the FBI still targeting Americans for shopping at Cabela's or purchasing Bibles?
Nobody is targeted for their faith.
Is the FBI still targeting Americans who are pro-life?
Nobody is targeting anyone for their beliefs.
Is the FBI still cooking the books on crime data?
The crime data is real.
Is the FBI still purging agents for conservative viewpoints?
No one at the FBI has asked their viewpoints on politics.
Is the FBI still labeling the Betsy Ross flag, the flag of the American Revolution, a hate symbol?
No.
Well, maybe that's why you've been able to, what was the number? 23,000 bad guys you've arrested, a huge increase from the same time period in the previous administration. I think you said 1,400 predators, 4,000 children rescued. Were those the facts?
4,700, 35% increase on children rescued.
Yeah. And you got the guy that, Abbey Gate?
We got the Abbey Gate guy.
We had a guy from the 4th District of Ohio who lost his life there serving our country. We appreciate that. Maybe when you're not focused on politics, you can actually do what the FBI is supposed to do. Go get the bad guys, right?
That's what the men and women of the FBI do.
By the way, the FBI doing their job under Kash Patel.
I love that exchange where Jim Jordan is just like, let's highlight all these things.
Now, James Comey wasn't treated that way.
Nope.
James Comey wasn't treated that way at all. All right, still to come, we're going to talk about Montel Williams. Remember Montel Williams?
Yeah.
One of the stupidest things he's ever done. I'll just go, no, and it's not dating Kamala Harris at one point. We'll talk about that. We got a lot of other things to get to. The FCC on Jimmy Kimmel and Obama. Obama, he's the great divider. We'll get to that in just a second also. Mexican citizen charged with possessing 14,000 rounds of ammo in Las Cruces. So the Mexican man stopped with hundreds and hundreds of boxes of ammo, faces more than a decade behind bars, federal criminal charges. His name is Luis Carlos Martinez Montag, pulled over in Las Cruces by the Metro narcotics officer for speeding and had 699 boxes of ammo concealed in the vehicle, close to 14,000 rounds of ammo, and had lots of ammo in the car. He faces up to 15 years and then deportation. What do you think he was going to do with that ammo? He was definitely taking it and probably giving it to the cartel. You can count on one thing. By the way, it's illegal to possess ammo or take ammo across the border.
Yep.
It's illegal in Mexico.
Yep.
Guns are outlawed in Mexico. Wait.
But that army needs bullets.
Wow. Morning, how you doing? Where are you calling from this morning?
Calling from the past, sir.
What's going on, Frank?
Not much, sir. Glad to hear the good reports from the FBI because in the last administration and since Obama, they were coming down on people that disagreed with them big time, like Jeff Clark. He's almost being disbarred as we speak, and he's an attorney, and he was helping a lot of J6ers, and he was bringing up stuff up to the forefront. Like they wanted everybody to put all the emphasis on January 6th. And he said, well, how about all of these whistleblowers that are coming up? You don't want to hear about them? And they got rid of them. but now he's back in Trump's administration, and he's doing good. But they're still trying to disbar Jeff Clark, just like they did Giuliani. So anytime that when Biden was there and Obama, they both planned on going forward and 100% and destroying people that would question an election or that would question mailing ballots and theft of like the drop-off points, like 2,000 mules and all that. So, and they even went, and back then, they even went on Turning Point with Kirk, Charlie Kirk. And they were trying to, they said, we want all the records. And Google was working with them. All their financial records. They were not even involved in January 6th or in meddling or anything. But they wanted to destroy all the conservative views, all the conservative people. And that's why now Sunlight came and disinfected the FBI. And I'm real happy for it. And, you know, we all bleed red and we all need to pray for peace. And we don't want to divide people. We just want to come up with the facts and let the other generation coming up to know that, hey, you have to ask the questions and don't believe everything the media says, you know, the fake news, because for years and years they've been ramping up violence, they've been ramping up false narratives, and this is for the younger youth. They have to ask the real questions, because if not, they're going to be blind for the rest of the future.
Amen.
Just like a lot of people are right now.
I mean, the FBI shouldn't be a branch of a political party.
No.
That's for sure. Appreciate you, Frank. You have a good one. 7-11, we'll check the text coming up next. Quick check of the weather this morning being brought to you by Fins at Artesia. Some of the specials going on right now. The boneless, skinless thighs, just $1.99 a pound. Get the whole pork loin for $1.99 a pound. Sirloin steak, $7.99 a pound. Lunchables, 2 for $4. Cantaloupes, they're juicy and sweet at 99 cents a pound. Green bell peppers, 3 for 99 cents. Avocados, 99 cents each. And strawberries and blueberries, get them for $1.99 a container. And the deli department, get the lemon peppered turkey for $7.49 a pound. Also, sliced pineapple ham, $5.99 a pound. And coldest beer in town, and you can always find Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Big Red, and other flavors too. Get it today for $10.99 for a 24-pack. Get it all today, and the coldest beer in town, and a fully stocked liquor department at Fins and Artesia. Check them out today. Monica and the text, 712.
Jeffro said, that's not much ammo, you dang rookie. Chuck from Hobbs says, great news on Jimmy Kimmel. I agree. I want to know what qualifies any of them to be senators or representatives. The fact that they can waste money? Asks this texter. And Jay in the Patch said, good morning. Did you guys hear all the crap that Candace Owens is saying? She's lost her mind. Her biggest and crazy thing is that she's claiming Charlie Kirk was going to say he wasn't a Christian anymore.
What?
Yeah, that's what I heard this morning, too.
I don't
What are y'all's thoughts?
I need you to give me the link to where she actually says that.
Yeah, I'm going to go back and listen to Candace. But she has been saying some crazy stuff, though.
Yes, but to say that Charlie wasn't a Christian anymore, that would be kind of hard to believe.
Yeah, I mean, that goes back way before Charlie, was assassinated, that she'd been off the rails a little bit.
But I'd have to actually.
Yeah, I got to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah. As much as I agree with executing Charlie Kirk's assassin, we all have to remember that we are all created in the image of God, and vengeance belongs to God alone, not man. This texter said, good will be called evil, and evil will be called good.
So I think there's a big difference in executing someone for the crimes they committed and celebrating that. There's a big difference in that. But Jesus said that if you have to live under the law of man, even in the Old Testament, God said you have to live under the law of man. And he put leaders in place to lead the people.
And we are sending people to hell. That's not a nice place.
And the people chose who those leaders were, and those laws were created by the people chose. So depending on how you want to look at that, if you want to bring that in, the texter wants to bring the biblical aspect into it, God tells you that, because even Jesus says, give unto Pilate what is Pilate's. I know that was talking about taxes, but that's a little bit different.
All right, 2 more, Monica.
If you have a problem with showing your ID, it means you probably have something to hide. Grow up and act like an adult, says Justin. And I think Charlie's assassin should be put in a small hole for the rest of his life. Executing him just seems like what he wants. Make him suffer for 60 years and then execute. And Jody agreed with the crack burgers being amazing. It's an amazing recipe, says Jody.
Crack.
So if you ask me where the best cheeseburger is, it depends on where you are.
I will agree
Right?
with that.
I mean, because we have a lot of people in our listening areas. We have some pretty good burger places.
Yeah, I'm not a big hamburger eater, cheeseburger eater, so I can't tell you.
But I know if you're going through East Texas, like if you were going like to Shreveport, Kevin, stop at Canton, Dairy Palace in Canton. That's definitely a good cheeseburger. Yeah.
Okay.
Juicy's in either Longview or Tyler's pretty good.
1 more, Monica.
Candace Owens never said that about Kirk. She's been saying that Kirk was coming out about Israel, said Brian.
Okay. And that is her big issue.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And Candace did not say that. I watched her video, said another texter. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
There we go. All right. 16 minutes after 7, 16 after 7, KWMW Maljamora 105.1 FM, 93.5 KWES, Ruidoso, and KDAZ AM 700 FM, 96.9 in Albuquerque. News this morning being brought to you by Fusion Medical Spa. You can find them in the River Crossing in Ruidoso. 25% off Diamond Glow treatments throughout the month. Yes, 25% off the Diamond Glow treatments that exfoliates your skin and gives your complexion a brand new glow. They're also offering micro needling for face and neck area, and they're offered 25% off all skincare products. Plus, they offer a service for women that will help with incontinence and encourages the big O, buy 2, get 1 absolutely free. Call today for a free consultation. And don't forget, if you're suffering, if you're living in pain, they offer stem cell therapy. Talk to them about it. Dr. Rath is standing by and ready to chat with you. Free consultation, 575-257-4722. Call today, Fusion Medical Spa in the River Crossing in Ruidoso. Already 17 after the hour 7. We're Beyond the Breakfast Club. We're coming right back.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovart. The lesser prairie chicken could see its federal protections restored if an appeal filed in federal court by an environmental extremist group is successful in overturning a ruling issued earlier this year by a Texas judge. That ruling was issued in response to a motion to overturn its own listing filed by the U.S. Department of the Interior, the parent agency of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, which oversees endangered species actions. The appeal is headed to the U.S. Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. And a man and a woman were injured by gunfire late Monday night during an incident in southwest Roswell. Roswell police officers in the area heard gunshots and headed in that direction to investigate. And in about the same time, a 911 call was received by dispatch reporting the address on the 1000 block of South Michigan Avenue at which the shooting had occurred. One of the responding officers saw a vehicle leaving the area at a high rate of speed and conducted a traffic stop. The driver told the officer his 2 passengers had been shot and they needed to get to hospital. Emergency medical personnel were called, and the 2 passengers, a man and a woman, each age 22, were transported to hospital. The injured man, Angelo Daniel Duran, was treated at the hospital for a gunshot wound and released to police, who detained him while they investigated the incident. Duran was arrested about 8:45 a.m. on Tuesday and charged with aggravated assault, shooting at a dwelling or occupied building, attempted aggravated burglary, and criminal damage to property. The woman remains in the hospital. And in Roswell, the splash pads at Pocorn Park and Carpenter Park will wrap up their summer season for the final day of the year, September 30th. The splash pads are open daily from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. through September 30th. Meanwhile, the indoor pool at the Roswell Recreation and Aquatic Center offers swimming opportunities, but the center's outdoor pool has closed for the season. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
Big changes are happening at the Lee County Event Center. They're undergoing a major renovation to bring you a better, more modern venue, inside and out. While the arena is temporarily closed during construction, they're still open for business. The banquet halls remain available and ready to host your next event. From safety meetings and corporate training to baby showers, birthday parties, and wedding receptions, the Lee County Event Center can accommodate you. Need space, service, and support? They have you covered with flexible rooms, affordable rates, and a professional team that cares. Conveniently located in Hobbs, New Mexico on the Lovington Highway. Let them help you plan your perfect event during this exciting time of transformation. Call 575-391-2901 to book today. The Lee County Event Center. The arena is closed, but the banquet halls are open. Your experience is their priority, even during renovation.
Life gets heavy, but you don't have to carry it alone. One call, text, or chat to 988 connects you to real support, free and confidential, 24/7. In New Mexico, thousands have already reached out, and most feel better after just one conversation. Stress, anxiety, relationships, or substance struggles, whatever you're facing, 988 is here. Call, text, or chat 988. Anyone, anytime, any struggle.
Your favorite gun store in Hobbs for over 25 years is now carrying fierce firearms. The Gun Shack is now open at 3421 North Grimes, across the street from Permian Toyota. The Gun Shack is the area's largest fierce firearms retailer, with the new .22 Creedmoor and the 7mm Bat Country now in stock. The Gun Shack, now open in their new location, 3421 North Grimes, Suite 300 in Hobbs.
Apache Spirit Club members 55 and better come in and rake in your share of the $20,000 Golden Leafs and Golden Winds drawing at Inn of the Mountain Gods. Earn entries every Wednesday in September. At 6 p.m., we'll draw 5 players to win up to $1,000 in cash or free spirit play. High fives for 55, $20,000 Golden Leafs and Golden Winds drawings at Inn of the Mountain Gods. Must be 21 or older. Visit innofthemountaingods.com or see Apache Spirit Club booth for details.
This Eunice Cardinal Sports Report is brought to you by America Supply, located in Hobbs and Jal, New Mexico.
Looking for oil field, industrial, and safety supplies? Go to America Supply. Need cleaning supplies? America Supply has that too. How about restaurant and food truck supplies? Are you beginning to see a trend here? America Supply carries everything from H2S and quad monitors, fire extinguishers and first aid kits, to safety glasses, vests, FR clothing, fall protection, and gloves of all types. They have your slings and whip checks, your lift straps and cam locks, your adapters, pipe fittings, and threaders. They have many name brands like Lockout, Tagout, Pelican, Milwaukee, Rigid, and so many more. Visit America Supply to find exactly what you're looking for and then some. 502 North Grimes and Hobbs under the Big American Eagle, or call 575-393-3383.
Patrick Alexander here with Coach Greg Jackson. Coach, able to take care of Morton this week. We're able to handle that triple option. What did you guys do to do that?
Well, it was pretty tough sledding there in the first half. We got 36 points. We made some really good adjustments, put kids in good spots in the second half to shut them down and get out of there, get out of that game with a big win, move to 4-0, and look forward to playing the number 1 team in 3A and seeing how we match up versus St. Mike's this weekend.
Your offense is clicking, Coach. I don't know that I've seen another offense clicking like yours is right now. So you've got to be excited about going against St. Mike's right now with that offense clicking that way.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and it's a testament to the kids and the hard work they put in, and when they execute and they do things right, they're able to do some pretty special things, and begins and ends with the offensive line, and they're doing a great job, and then it's allowing our quarterback to be the special player that he is.
Well, this week you are taking on St. Mike's, and St. Mike's, they have some special players as well. How are you going to limit their big playability?
Yeah, we're going to have to be really sound in the secondary, and we're going to have to, because they're going to get our eyes going one way and then misdirection us with screens and things like that.
Thank you.
This Eunice Cardinal Sports Report was brought to you by America Supply, located in Hobbs and now open in Jal, New Mexico.
This show is powered by Permian Ford. Stop by and see Daniel Bellis today.
Wake up, little Susie, wake up.
What happens in the Breakfast Club stays in the Breakfast Club.
Be and the Breakfast Club.
Attention!
What a
beautiful day to be in denial.
This is not headline news. The Central Perk Coffee House from Friends will be arriving in Times Square later this fall. But the one thing from Friends that New Yorkers really want are those giant apartments with cheap rent. The first photo of Ryan Gosling from the new Star Wars movie was released yesterday, and millions of female fans felt a disturbance in their pants. Chipotle will start to deliver burritos by drone. Knowing my luck, it'll drop one right on top of my newly washed car. And many senior citizens want to cancel that term because the word senior makes them sound old. They prefer a more neutral term, like CBS viewer. This is not headline news.
Our Junior. Maybe Junior makes you feel younger. Junior, senior, whatever it is, we'll take it. 725. We are beyond the Breakfast Club. It is already a Thursday. Thank God it is Thursday. That's the way I'm feeling this morning. Lack of sleep, tired of driving, all of the above. The wife said, what are we going to do this weekend? Not a dang thing.
What if someone called you a vintage person instead of a senior citizen?
Yeah.
Vintage? Like a fine wine?
Yeah, I don't like names.
Yeah, me either.
Because, age doesn't define people.
No.
Because my aging and somebody else's aging are not the same.
Correct. 100%.
Somebody that's sitting on the couch right now, not doing anything, and will be there all damn day.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I'll be sitting on the couch too today. I'm tired.
But you'll be going to the gym. And
I probably will go to the gym at some point today. Yeah, for sure. All right, quick check of the weather being brought to you by Seminole Siding and Construction, a trusted name across southeast New Mexico. Siding, they can wreck big metal buildings, need a brand new roof. They do all of that stuff and more. It's a name you can trust. Look, they offer exceptional construction and siding services. Plus, they do metal buildings, the big metal buildings. I'm talking about the industrial or commercial metal buildings. Now, if you're thinking about putting up a carport, they can do that too. From start to finish, Seminole Siding and Construction, they offer comprehensive solutions to all of your construction needs. No matter if you're thinking about remodeling the outside of your house, just a brand new siding, brand new windows, brand new doors. It will really make the neighbors envious. That's the goal. They can do it, plus the seamless gutters. So when they get all filled up, those gutters, nope, they're not going to get filled up. You don't even have to get up there and clean them out. It's pretty cool. 575-631-1430. Check them out today online at Seminole Siding and Construction.com. High temperature today getting up to 86. Should be sunny skies today for southeast New Mexico. More rain in the forecast for Ruidoso, including flood watch back in effect with a 60% chance of rain today in Ruidoso. That rain will continue all the way through Saturday. Sunday looks much better. By the way, the high temperature today getting up to 70. And in Albuquerque today, sunny skies and 86. Maybe a little rain in the forecast tomorrow, but Saturday and Sunday looking nice. 5-day forecast, go to W105radio.com. American soybean farmers are now facing a severe challenge as China. Historically, China has been the number one purchaser of soybean in America, and China has halted all purchases as a way to retaliate for America putting tariffs on China. It's okay for China to put tariffs on America, but by God, if you tariff China, they're going to retaliate. So the American soybean farmers are being hurt right now. So any soy boys out there, please, we encourage you to eat more soybeans. That way, or maybe you have to switch to tofu, no-fu. I don't know.
Well, I mean, obviously tofu is traditionally made from soybeans, but you can make it from other stuff too.
But the idea is that China needs to make their order, and
they need to get in line.
Yeah. A new study out of Japan, near China. Back in the day, World War II, Japan kicked the heck out of China. Japan, little bitty country, compared to the size of China, how did they do that? And they were fighting a war against America at the same time.
Well, they were crafty.
Yeah, crafty.
They were good at it.
Yeah, they were very good at it, no doubt. Yeah. New study out of Japan shows that high-fat diet can disrupt your memory for as much as a week. So if you are eating French fries and stuff, that can stick with you for up to a week. The brain fog and all that type of stuff.
I believe that.
Yeah, for up to a week. Today is my new starting over day.
As he sips the soda.
I get this Coke right here, and I haven't been drinking many of them, but I just don't have any sweet tea. Well, I'm doing away with everything starting today. I'm talking about I'm going to lemon water for 3 weeks.
When does this start? After that Coke?
After this Coke. I have nothing else to drink.
The Darth Maul Coke.
And it doesn't even taste good. It doesn't even, back in the day, you would drink a Coke, and it would be like, oh, man, this is awesome.
So the only time that anything like that ever, like a soda with a Coke or Dr. Pepper or whatever it is, ever tastes good to me is when I'm doing long-distance bike rides, and it's like I haven't had that jolt of sugar or whatever. And so when you get that ice-cold Coke after 100 miles, you're like, oh, yeah, let me have that.
So the most addictive thing in America, do you think it's fentanyl, Monica?
I want to say alcohol.
No. Sugar. By far. Yeah, I don't, for me, alcohol is not addictive, but I'm not a person that, I was
Would you say
addicted
you're addicted to
to
sugar over alcohol?
No, yeah.
Yes.
Way?
Yeah, most
What about
definitely.
you, Blake?
Oh, yeah, everyone, yeah.
And cigarettes before alcohol. Cigarettes are
Back in the day.
very, very addictive.
I like coffee and
Do you have
chocolate.
sugar in it?
Yeah, creamer.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Sugar.
Health concerns about Dolly Parton. 79-year-old singer canceled her upcoming scheduled trip to Dollywood this week. She was supposed to be there yesterday, announced to announce a new attraction at the park. Instead, she sent a pre-recorded message where she revealed she was recovering from kidney stones. And you got to remember, look, she's no spring chicken.
70.
She's 79.
Okay.
Yeah. Superman, the movie, hits HBO Max coming up on Friday. And Justin Bieber is going to join a bunch of people at Coachella coming up in 2026.
You can see HBO Max, right? On one of your streaming things?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think. Now, my mom did try to sign. I bought her this new TV, and she still hasn't been able to figure it out. My brother's supposed to get her a universal remote,
right,
and block out all of the other stuff where you just hit one button for cable. But yesterday I get a alert from Roku, and it says, congratulations on signing up for HBO Max. I didn't sign up for HBO Max.
Oh.
So I put a pen on it.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell's going on with you, woman? Signing up for
she
HBO
wants to watch
Max.
Superman.
No, thank you.
It's a good movie. I mean, it got a negative rap saying, oh, it's woke. It's really not.
What, dude?
Superman.
Oh, yeah, the one that you were raving about?
It's if you want what Superman should have been. Now, I think Henry Cavill was probably a better Superman. I'm sorry. But this movie was the Superman movie that everyone really wanted.
So
Did
I'm
you
not
watch
gonna
it,
watch
B?
No.
He's not a superhero guy.
No.
I know. He's like a mafia guy.
No, I mean,
Right,
I'll watch
right.
that. I'll watch it, but
So
I'm not-
you've got mafia? What would you call your genre of
That's
intelligent.
No.
Action. That's part of the action. I'll watch.
Yeah,
So
it's action.
those are both boy categories, and I'm like romantic comedy / true life first 48 type chick.
Yeah, like what?
2020.
Like what?
Okay.
What?
Like
Those are
50
boy things
first
too.
dates. No, you know what I'm talking about.
Like
No,
what?
I don't divide them that way.
What is the movie? What name one movie that falls into a girl movie?
Like 50 First Dates.
Tom
like
would watch
the
that.
Notebook.
Yes.
Notebook.
Yes.
Notebook. Oh, I watched
Look,
that.
those are date movies.
Never
Guys
been-
watch those, but
Never
we take
been
a date.
kissed.
They watch
Take
it
a
once.
date.
I love Drew Barrymore movies. Like they're my favorite.
Take your wife, take
Watched
your
it
girlfriend,
once.
whoever, fiance, whatever. Guys will definitely go see that because they're date movies.
Yeah.
I know, but
We're not
still,
gonna sit
you're
down
gonna
and just
choose
watch
to
it.
go watch Godzilla or Superman or Avatar or Star
Yeah, I'm
Wars
not-
or Star
I mean,
Trek.
I'll watch some
or
of that, but yeah,
Obi-Wan
some.
Kenobi.
Yeah.
I didn't say it right.
Not even
Obi-Dobi.
close.
And he's gonna take we to go watch every episode of Mafia Man and
No, we're
Drug
going
dealer.
to decide together what to see.
Filipinos are like African Americans at the movies.
Loud.
Same thing. No, serious. Same thing. Don't
Yell at
ever
the
take
screen.
I took her to the football game, and she'd be like, like, what the hell? Well,
Yelling
he
at
almost
the screen.
fumbled. He almost fumbled. Well, almost does not count.
No. One of my favorite things to do is go watch any action movie in a theater that's in an area that's predominantly African American.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's
I
beautiful.
love the interaction of the audience.
Oh, my God.
Don't go in there. Don't go in there. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
All right.
It takes things to a whole nother level. All right, I want to do Take It Out Trash. Take It Out Trash. It's already 7:36. Take It Out Trash being brought to you by Trash Eaters, trash-eaters.com. They offer the residential pickup, 96-gallon poly carts available, 2 and 4 yard metal dumpsters for the commercial clients, and they have the roll-off containers. So if you need a roll-off container, you're out in the patch, you just got to location, it is a mess. You need a roll-off container. Call Kayleen this morning, 575-408-1719, trash-eaters.com. Hey, look, they're veteran-owned and operated. Local folks, veteran-owned and operated. That number again, 575-408-1719. Very short taking out the trash. Very short. Staying nearby. Eastern New Mexico University, Roswell. I did the story yesterday. The security guard was fired. Oswaldo Vasquez Nava. Fired. This morning, I went and checked him out on Facebook. Oswaldo Vasquez Nava, fired from his job at Eastern New Mexico University, Roswell. First of all, let me just say thank you, Eastern New Mexico University. Thank you for doing the right thing. Anybody that celebrates a great man's demise, his death, is evil. Is evil.
Yeah.
So I got to go check out evil. Every once in a while you got to go check out evil, make sure that you're not evil. And so I go and check Oswaldo Vasquez Nava. I know I'm saying his name a whole bunch, but there are employers out there that this guy's resume might hit their desk. Oswaldo Vasquez Nava, working as a security guard at Eastern New Mexico University. It's not enough that he said terrible things following the assassination of Charlie Kirk about he's still alive and Charlie Kirk is not. And I don't know anything about Oswaldo Vasquez Nava. I don't know if he has kids, but I do know about Charlie Kirk, leaving behind 2 children and a wife that is pregnant with his 3rd child. And, of course, the wife and his family. a senseless assassination, murder of Charlie Kirk just because you don't agree with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's lots of Kamala Harris. I don't agree with anything that she has said.
Mm-mm.
I don't wish her dead. And if she would be hit by a train today, I'm not applauding her death. But Oswaldo Vasquez Nava still hasn't learned his lesson after losing his job last night, posting, "Yes, I'm still alive, and Charlie Kirk isn't." That's a fact, and that's all I put on this post. Kick and scream all you want. He's not coming back. And by the way, you're not going back to Eastern New Mexico University. And you're still a despicable human being. You're still an evil person because you don't agree with comments that a man makes. You're celebrating his death. Oswaldo Vasquez Nava. Did I say that right? Let me make sure.
What's his name?
Let me make sure I spell it. Oswaldo Vasquez Nava.
Osvaldo.
Oswaldo.
Osvaldo.
I'll white boy it for you.
Osvaldo.
Let me spell it again for you. Oswaldo Vasquez Nava. Will probably be looking for a job this morning.
Probably in the security field.
And I've just got to say, when you post stuff on social media, it's out there. It's out there. So, best of luck. Best of luck.
Just trash.
Take it out. Trash this morning being brought to you by Trash Eaters. Trash-eaters.com. 741, President Trump has designated Antifa a major terrorist organization.
Thank you.
That should have happened
It came close in his first term when they did all the BLM riots and everything too, but you also had the whole COVID thing coming down in that time frame. And
so anyway, he called them sick, dangerous, radical left disaster. So they are now a terrorist organization. 12-year-old girl reportedly raped on a school bus in Santa Fe. Santa Fe police said they're investigating the alleged rape of a 12-year-old girl on the bus. Another student could be to blame. They are looking at this case, and they have been looking at it now and investigating for over a month. But just recently, police say they learned that other students had recorded this on their cell phones.
Oh, my God.
Kids, let this be a learning moment. If somebody is being raped or assaulted in front of you, it is your duty to tell somebody.
Amen.
It is your duty. I know a lot of people don't want their kids getting involved, but it is your duty.
Yes.
To get involved.
Yes. Be a good person.
By the way,
part of being a good person.
12-year-old was allegedly raped heading home from her Monte del Sol charter school. Santa Fe police did not confirm if another student is the suspect or was not. No one has been charged. They say marijuana could have been involved. Victim's mother did allege that her daughter told her that there were some possible THC usage on the bus that day. Montel Williams, we thought, him dating Kamala Harris would probably go down as the dumbest thing that he ever did or said or whatever. But former talk show host Montel Williams downplaying the political motivations of the suspected assassin. Was it because he was a liberal and Charlie Kirk was a conservative? Montel Williams said, I don't believe this was motivated politically. I think it was motivated emotionally. I think this was a emotionally stunned person who, when I say it, just hear me out here. tried to defend their significant others. I don't think ideology had nothing to do with it. End quote from Montel Williams. And that New Hampshire daycare worker who secretly gave kids melatonin will not be going to jail.
Where was she from?
New Hampshire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she drugged the kids, laced their foods with melatonin so they could take the afternoon nap. Now get on your cot and sleep.
Listen, it's funny because I know of parents who give their kids melatonin at dinner time so that way they can pass out.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
looks like this woman will not do jail time. She had faced up to 7 years in prison, so she will be on probation. And look, I'm not Sally Dregman. I'm not judging. But, Monica, how old do you think that lady is? Can you see the picture?
about 75?
53 years old. So, by God, she's had a lot of punishment already. Yeah. I don't know if you could see that on the camera.
Wow.
Oh, wait. You can't see that, right? No. You're off.
This way.
Oh, this way. Wait.
Put it right here.
I'm off. There it is.
There it is.
Look at her.
Not aged well.
Man, she has not aged well. And can you imagine coming home and finding your son sleeping with your wife? Florida nurse caught having sex with her teen stepson has been sentenced to 2 years in prison. So the Florida nurse sentenced to 2 years in prison after her husband caught her having sex with his son 2 years ago. Alexis Von Yates was on the sofa with her 15-year-old stepson late at night watching a horror movie together. Father opened the door, and guess what he found? Boom, boom in the room with the wifey wife and the sonny son. By the way, she has been charged with multiple charges, including sexual battery of a family member and first-degree felony that could carry up to life in prison. Having sex with a person under the age of, between the ages of 12 and 16. So she got a 2-year prison sentence. She could have got life in prison. Yes.
I don't know that 2 years is enough in that case.
Yeah, that's not a bunch of time.
She is sick. Here's the problem. We stopped treating all these sick people.
Agreed. Kid's 15 years old. Santa Fe woman will serve 16 years in prison for a deadly road rage incident. Ella Flores Torres pled guilty to second-degree murder and charged as she ran over Hakeem Martin 4 years ago. Witnesses say there was altercation and she ran over him in her car. She is going to serve 16 years in prison. And the Democrats can't win a single thing. Looks like they dislike the bill to not shut down the government. Democrats pledged to vote against a stopgap funding bill that was penned by the Republicans and plunged the country into a government shutdown. So it was a bill that everybody thought they could go along with, but Adam Schiff came out and said, nope, not going to sign it.
Of course Adam Schiff won't.
You know the problem I have with all of this? Can't we just put together just a budget, an annual budget, and stick to the annual budget? It would make life so much easier where you don't have to come and fight this every 3 months.
Amen.
An annual budget. And here's the other thing. A balanced budget. Oh, wait a second. A balanced budget? Huh. Jimmy Kimmel's coming up next. The FCC. Will they rule on that against ABC? We'll talk about that coming up next. Morning Show being brought to you by La Tienda. You can find them 810 Eddy Street in Pecos, Texas. Big savings going on throughout the week, including Pork loin, $1.99 a pound. That's a whole pork loin, $1.99 a pound. Sirloin steak, $7.99 a pound. Lunchables, 2 for $4. Get the boneless, skinless thigh for just $1.99 a pound. And from the produce department, juicy cantaloupes, 99 cents each. Green bell peppers, 3 for 99 cents. Avocados, 99 cents each. Red, make that strawberries and blueberries are just $1.99 a container. And if you're looking for to make some sandwiches, not a problem. They've got the lemon pepper turkey for $7.49. Pineapple ham, it's sliced for just $5.99 a pound. And you can find the raisin bread, cinnamon raisin bread for just $5.49 a loaf. And many, many other specials, including Coke, Dr. Pepper, and Sprite, $6.99 for a 12-pack, plus the coldest beer. And you can always find it. If you're new to Pecos, Texas, maybe working in the oil patch, 810 Eddie in Pecos, Texas. It's La Tienda Thriftway. Check them out today. FCC, what's going to happen with ABC and Jimmy Kimmel? Here's a report on that.
They have a license granted by us at the FCC, and that comes with it an obligation to operate in the public interest. But frankly, when you see stuff like this, I mean, look, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. These companies can find ways to change conduct, to take action, frankly, on Kimmel, or, there's going to be additional work for the FCC ahead.
So maybe something else is going to be coming down on Jimmy Kimmel and ABC. Oh. Look, we've seen the lawsuits from Donald Trump against CBS.
Mm-hmm. And the folks over on CNN, where I grabbed that clip from, they were losing their minds.
Oh, they're crazy about it. They're crazy about it.
They were just...
No, the FCC does... It's a cable. It's a little different.
But Jimmy Kimmel's not.
Yeah,
he's on
Jimmy
network
Kimmel,
TV.
Yeah, he's on network TV. The Great Separator. That's what I call this guy. Barack Obama, the Great Separator. He didn't know Charlie Kirk, but here's what he had to say.
Obviously, I didn't know Charlie Kirk. I was generally aware of some of his ideas. I think those ideas were wrong. But that doesn't negate the fact that what happened was a tragedy and that I mourn for him and his family.
So what ideas were wrong?
Exactly.
I would love to hear what ideas were wrong.
I was surprised to see how he is completely gray.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's old.
Yeah, completely.
But I do want to give a little bit of prop to Obama in that respect, in that he said he mourns for his family and stuff.
Amen.
So at least, I mean, that is the way that everyone on the left should have handled that.
Right. I didn't support him. I don't agree with him, but I'm sad he's gone.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be.
But I think you're right. What did you not agree with?
Yeah. His Christian values? Okay.
Well,
I mean, this is the same man.
The rumor was Obama's a Muslim.
This
Always
is the
has been.
same man that sat in the church with Reverend Jeremiah Wright that hated this country.
Right. And white people. Jeremiah Wright is a racist.
Hated white people. Albuquerque man pled guilty to a 2022 murder over fentanyl pills. Frank Madrid, 50 years old, shot Jeffrey Campbell on Central Avenue. You know, when you have a story about Central Avenue, you know it's probably going to be something about drugs. Shot him over fentanyl pills. Madrid pled guilty to second-degree murder. Both sides have agreed to 8 years in prison. 8 years in prison for taking somebody's life. 8 years in prison. By the way, he is, and he's serving in federal prison right now for a felon in possession of a handgun. They're going to let that 8 years in prison run concurrent with his sentence in federal court. This dude will be walking the streets in 8 years, probably shooting somebody else over fentanyl pills. Crazy. Victim of the families finally speak out about the two Portales women that left infants in the hot car. You remember that story. And then they appealed that case to try to get out. But the family has actually spoken out. Mary and Sandy Taylor struck a plea deal last month on the child abuse charges 8 years after, and one infant died, another infant has been badly hurt. One of the babies, Malaya's great aunt, says this case deserves to go to trial. We are just really happy that the baby was healthy, and then they leave it in the car and it dies. Malia Jones died after she and another infant were left in that hot vehicle in Portales at the daycare center. They forgot the kids in the car. By the way, daycare center owned by Mary and Sandy Taylor. They were charged and convicted, but won their appeal for a new trial. Just a reminder, if you have kids, please account for your kids. And if it's a lot of kids, count heads. Old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Count heads.
It works.
And I bet in a technology-driven world that we live in today, I bet there is some type of tool that will help you with that. I bet.
I would imagine.
Flood watch issued for the Ruidoso area. Of course, burn scars still not healed. So we got another flood watch. Just a reminder, if you're in the Lincoln County area, please be safe, and thoughts and prayers. Lubbock man federally charged with unlawful possession of a machine gun. This guy had 15 conversion devices. So the Lubbock man has been federally indicted, accused of illegally possessing 15 machine gun conversion kits, better known as a, what do they call that, a switch, right?
Yes.
The indictment filed September 10th shows 31-year-old Christopher Preto faces federal charges on unlawful possession of a machine gun due to the weapons he possessed had machine gun characteristics. Preto forfeited all 15 machine gun conversion devices and additional magazines. He was arrested August 21st in Lubbock. Preto remains locked up in the Lubbock County Detention Center on 17 prohibited weapons charges, and his bond has been set at $85,000. We talked about this, the hiring practices at ICE and Border Patrol. They are looking for people, and 150,000 applicants.
Good.
They are starting to fill those 18,000 jobs as they try to fill all of those positions. And a FBI Pittsburgh office targeted by a driver they're calling this an act of terror. So the man drove his car into a metal gate at the FBI field office in Pittsburgh on Wednesday. Authorities described this as an intentional act of terror. Donald Hansen was arrested, allegedly ramming that entrance gate about 2:40 a.m. with a Toyota sedan. Hansen fled on foot after the crash and is considered dangerous. He was later apprehended. It is not immediately clear if he was armed while he was on the loose. And Gretchen Whitmer, of course, the governor of Michigan, is mum this morning. Gretchen Whitmer has been very silent about Dearborn, Michigan. Whitmer has not said anything about the Dearborn, Michigan mayor telling a Christian, "You are not wanted here anymore." We are a Muslim city now. You are not welcome here anymore. Let's reverse course. If this was a Christian community telling a Muslim they were not welcome there, do you think Gretchen Whitmer would speak out?
No.
Mm-mm.
If it was reversed, would she speak up?
No.
No?
Well, yeah, no,
yeah.
She would speak up.
Yeah,
she would say
we're all inclusive.
Right.
We, so yeah, I think she would speak up for sure. No doubt. All right, we got things that happen on this date in history. We're going to get to that coming up next. Text line this morning, our number 877-396-W105. Question of the day, where can we find the best cheeseburger? Morning show being brought to you by Atlas Makeup Mirror and Grooming Tool, times 1, times 5, times 10, magnification mirrors, LED lights, travels easy, comes in a traveling case, weighs less than 4 pounds. Put that in your carry-on bag. That's not going to be an issue. Call Rebecca Long today or go to the website. Her phone number, 575-631-3189, or go to the website, order right from the website, atlasmakeupmirror.com. You know that thousands upon thousands of professional makeup artists love the Atlas Makeup Mirror. It is now a tool of their trade, just as much as a makeup brush or that fluffy thing that they use. That, yeah, it's just as much.
Right.
Call Rebecca Long today and make sure and ask about the pocket mirrors. $29.99 for the small one, $39.99 for the larger one. They're going fast. Get them while supplies last. AtlasMakeupMirror.com. Monica in the text, 801.
Matt Landry said, the best cheeseburger anywhere but Carlsbad, New Mexico. Aw, Matt, do you guys not have like a good cheeseburger place there? Or even a burger place there? Reba Hater says, good morning. I don't agree with what Oswaldo said, but I was wondering if he has a possible lawsuit now.
Why?
To protect his freedom of speech,
Yeah,
maybe?
freedom of speech is not free. So let me ask you this much. As a security guard who carries a gun, could he yell, I'm going to shoot you? That's freedom of speech. Could you would allow him to say that too?
Well, he is free to make all those comments, which he's obviously still doing. He is free to do that. But he is not free from the consequences of that. And if you argue that he should be, are you saying that someone getting fired from their job for their speech is worse than someone being assassinated for their thoughts?
Character clause and most agreements, you can get fired.
Well, and I said it yesterday, the liberals are just mad because they are being judged for the content of their character or lack thereof instead of the color of their skin, which is exactly opposite of Martin Luther King.
Juicy's number one fan said, state on New Mexico can fire anyone without cause. Just let them go with no reason. See ya.
Well, we are a right to work state. They can fire you for whatever. By the way, you can quit for whatever.
Not Privileged said, Carlsbad, New Mexico does not have any good restaurants. The best burger is at a place called Hole in One in White Mountain, Arizona, said Smokey. And good morning, gang. They used to have the Church Street Grill in Carlsbad who served up the meanest burger, but they ended up closing last year, Senor D said. Steelers fan said Red Chimney in Carlsbad has awesome burgers. What about that place that was going out to like White City? It was called Happy's. And they sold like these huge burgers. Do y'all remember? Or am I tripping? I'm not tripping. And like
you might be tripping, but I don't.
No, but like everything was like a happy face in there.
Now, was that next to the massage parlor called Happy Endings that closed down?
No.
Okay.
David from Wiseville said OSO Grill in Capitan has the best green.
That's good.
Oso Grill in Capitan has the best green chili cheeseburger.
If you're ever in Hatch, try Sparky's.
John Joseph Jinkelheimer Schmidt says Friends Corner Grill in Carlsbad has a great cheeseburger. Wait, are you calling us friends, or are you saying that's the name of the place, Friends Corner?
Corner Grill.
Obama doesn't like the truth that Charlie Kirk spoke of, said a texter, and it would have been better if Obama sounded sincere or had a little more passion. Kevin says Happy's and Church Street Grill both have the best burger. Where'd you go? Oh, no, gone. Happy's and Church Street Grill are both gone. Happy's in Carlsbad used to be the best hamburger burger ever. I think the place Happy now is Taqueria Jalisco. Happy's was awesome. They had big plates of food and burgers. They closed Happy's. It's now a Mexican restaurant. Oh my gosh. Hey, a good chili cheeseburger in Carlsbad is Dairy Lee. Yes, Monica, Happy's had the best hamburgers ever. Sadly, they closed down. Why didn't anybody try to save them? Happy's shut down. It's Jalisco now. Okay, guys. Okay, got it. Conrad in Berlin says Foxy's in Clovis. Y'all heard of that one? No.
Foxy.
That's a cool name. Foxy's. And guys, I read this morning where a college professor was put on leave because of something she said about Charlie Kirk. And she thinks that it was unjust because of her freedom of speech. Where are all of these people getting this idea that they can say whatever they want in their employers, or society can't make them pay a price for it? As far as I'm concerned, freedom of speech means you won't get, gosh, these texts are coming fast and it's moving, thrown in jail for saying stupid crap, but there will be repercussions,
right,
said John from Eunice.
Well, and the other thing, did you see the principal in Albuquerque? No. This is the molder of our kids. This is somebody that's molding the mushy minds of kids that was happy that Charlie Kirk died.
That's awful.
Whatever happened to the compassionate left?
Correct. Or just the compassion for humanity, honestly.
But they were the compassionate. I guess they're not anymore.
Nope.
No están. Blake's Lotta Burger with green chilies in Carlsbad, said a texter. Patrick from Artesia says Smash Burgers in Artesia. The best burger is definitely not here. Okay, I'm not going to say the name. Happy's is now Jalisco. Happy's restaurant shut down a while back.
Dang, Happy is not happy.
I take it you guys miss Happy's.
Happy is not happy.
Did I already say
we need Happy to come back.
Did I already say Becky's in Carlsbad?
Becky's in Carlsbad, okay.
Becky, hey, Becky.
Now, if I eat a burger, I don't want your traditional, I want some real meat.
We all want real meat.
You know, I mean, I don't want like soybean patty and, no.
Blake?
Something really good.
Blake?
What?
Kevin's coming for your soy patties.
No, he's not.
No, I don't like soy.
I've never had one, honestly.
I want real meat. I'll
probably eat both.
Beef.
Fake and real.
Beef. No,
Not
I don't
even
want the fake stuff.
Soy's not fake. It's just healthy.
It's not fake. It's just not.
That's what I said.
It's just not.
Healthy.
It's not hamburger.
It's just an additive to make.
And besides, most soybean patties are pretty far cry from being a tasty burger. You can make a much. If you don't want to eat beef and you want to have some other patty that you're going to call your hamburger, there's a lot of other things besides soy to make it out of. Different types of beans.
That's just
and
a
stuff.
filler.
Yeah, I mean it depends on what you put on it.
That's a.
Yeah, you can grill it and still make it taste pretty
I'm
close.
just trying to make y'all be
No,
mad.
thank you. No, thank you.
Oh, you're trying to stir
I'm
division.
trying to stir the pot. It's your job to stir. I'm stirring today.
I am eating beef. I am a beef eater.
There you go.
All right, 808. We're KWMW Maljamora 105.1 FM, 93.5 KWES up in Rio Doso. Thank you guys so much for listening. And in Albuquerque, KDAZ AM 700 FM 96.9 Albuquerque. Tell your friends. Make sure and like, share, and tell your friends about being the Breakfast Club. By the way, want to be on the show, want to sponsor the show, send us a text message now, and Blake will give me the text message, and I will return your call, and we'd appreciate you sponsoring the show. All right, 809. We got things that happen on this date in history. Being brought to you by 2A Tactical Firearms, Indoor Firing Range, 236 East Navajo and Hobbs. Veteran-owned and operated, and they have the largest selection of firearms around. State-of-the-art indoor firing range. Milo FBI training simulator where you can shoot live or with the laser, and there's over 1,000 different scenarios. You know, if you're giving somebody a gun, say like the wife, and she's never, owned a firearm before, firearm safety is something I recommend.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just go in there and shoot, they're open 7 days a week. You can buy the monthly membership or just pay by the hour, either way. And firearms, they have the largest selection of firearms around. Financing is available. They have suppressors, optics. They've got accessories, tactical gear. You name it, they've got it. 2atacticalrange.com, 236 East Navajo, Suite 1200 in Hobbs. If you need more information, go to the website. It's 2atacticalrange.com, proud sponsor of things that happen on this date in history.
In 1759, the French formally surrendered Quebec to the British. Even they couldn't agree on how to pronounce it. And in 1793, because some people say Quebec, it's really Quebec, President George Washington laid the cornerstone for the U.S. Capitol by using a silver trowel and a marble-headed gavel. You brothers will understand. And in 1927, the Columbia Phonograph Broadcasting System began broadcasting with a collection of 16 radio stations. It's now known as CBS. Their whole I symbol makes a whole lot more sense now that they have TV stations too. And in 1975, newspaper heiress Patricia Hearst, was captured by the FBI in San Francisco 19 months after she was kidnapped, in air quotes, by the Symbionese Liberation Army. Birthdays today, Kevin. White Lotus star Patrick Schwarzenegger turns 32 today. Yes, he is related to Arnold.
I'll be crap.
Jason Sudeikis turns 50 today. Kind of funny. So does Ted Lasso. James Marsden is 52. He played Cyclops in the original X-Men trilogy. Cyclist Lance Armstrong turns 54 today. Beat cancer, became the only 7-time in a row Tour de France winner, and they took it away from him. Jada Pinkett Smith is 54 today. Will Smith loves her so much he'd slap for her. 3 kids. They say Will's the dad of all of them. Aisha Tyler turns 55 today. She says 20 years later, fans still call her the black girl from Friends. Debbie Fields turns 69. God bless her and her cookies, Mrs. Fields. Dr. Ben Carson is 74 today. Of course, he's a retired neurosurgeon, and he was the doctor who separated the Siamese twins, Matt Damon and Greg Kinnear, in the movie Stuck on You, if you remember that. And he served as HUD secretary in Trump's first term. Musical guest Carrie Livgren, Kevin, is 76 today. Guitarist and keyboardist for rock superstars Kansas.
And I am completely
It's on there.
out of cue. I'm not used to doing this now.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't have it over here.
Carry on my wayward son.
Good enough.
There'll be peace when you are done.
The next one is another musical guest. Frankie Avalon turns 85 today, and I took this one from Greece so that our younger ones may know it.
Beauty school dropout. No graduation.
He is 85.
For you. Beauty school dropout.
Francis Thomas Avalon. He was born in Philly. Yep. Robert Blake left us today. In 2023, he would have had a birthday, of course. He was the little rascal who went on to play Mickey on there and was Beretta later. Fred Willard left us in 2020. A lot of stuff he was in. Funny man. Just a funny guy, Fred Willard. James Gandolfini. Who is he better known as?
Ah, forget about it. Tony Soprano.
There you go. One final musical person who left us in 2002, bass player for the Ramones, D.D. Ramone. There you go. Wants to be sedated. And those are all the things that happened on this day in history and birthdays today, Kevin.
You know, Beretta gave us a great saying. Monica, name the saying.
I don't know.
Don't do the crime if you can't pay the time.
Oh.
And he is also an alleged wife killer like OJ.
Yeah.
I left that part out.
Yeah, they didn't prove it, though.
No. And he's dead, so kind of like OJ. It doesn't even matter anymore.
Yeah, I don't think it matters now. Don't do the crime if you can't pay the time.
True.
Now, name the pimp from the show. Remember the black guy who was the pimp?
Yes, but I'm thinking Starsky and Hutch, and I want to say Huggy Bear, and that is
no,
not
it wasn't
right.
Huggy Bear. I can't think of the name of the pimp either. Help me out. What's the name of the pimp? Beretta. That was his go-to guy.
We need you, listeners.
Tell me what's going on. Give me a shakedown. I need to know. Don't do the crime.
It's in there
Can't
somewhere.
Pay the time. All right, 8:15. We are beyond the Breakfast Club. We'll come back with the text messages. We got to get to the national anthem and the pledge this morning. It's being brought to you by Rebecca Long. Rebecca, serving all of New Mexico. If you need insurance, maybe shopping your insurance around. You need a quote? Call Rebecca Long this morning. Her number 575-363. Make that 393-2661. Home auto, life insurance, commercial insurance. Look, Rebecca can take care of all of your insurance. She's been doing this for 40 plus years. This is nothing new. She's been doing it for a long, long time. Started her business with Farmers Insurance at the age of 19. 575-393-2661. Call Rebecca Long today. She is the proud sponsor of the national anthem and the pledge.
We are the Perry family from Hobbs.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
God bless America. God bless you. Our Lord's Prayer this morning being brought to you by Judah Oil, reminding you God is in complete control.
There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither slave nor free. There is neither male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. And that was from Galatians 3:28.
This is Ashley with Judah Oil, and I ask that you join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who've trespassed against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
It's already 819 News this morning being brought to you by Luke Ragsdale, RagsdaleLawFirm.com. When accidents happen, you need a trusted law firm. You know, the accidents happen when you least expect, and you definitely need a trusted law firm, somebody that is going to fight for you and fight for your case. They specialize in car accidents, personal injury, medical malpractice, oil field accidents, based in Roswell, serving the entire state. RagsdaleLawFirm.com. Call Luke Ragsdale, 575-208-5300. We're coming right back. It's already 8:19. We are Beyond the Breakfast Club.
Fox News, I'm Gianna Gelosi. President Donald Trump meeting with Prime Minister Keir Starmer on the second day of a state visit to Britain. After a day of royal pomp, the agenda today is all about politics.
Trade, tech, geopolitics. Those are the three things that are going to be on discussions. And there are areas where both countries already agree, and there are certainly areas where the President and Keir Starmer are going to disagree. The UK wants one major thing. It is hoping that the tariffs on steel and aluminum will drop down below the 25% that they are currently on.
That's Fox's Benjamin Hall. The Jimmy Kimmel Show taken off the air by ABC indefinitely over comments he made about the murder of Charlie Kirk. Vice President J.D. Vance.
The First Amendment protects a lot of very ugly speech, but if you celebrate Charlie Kirk's death, you should not be protected from being fired for being a disgusting person.
America's listening to Fox News.
September super savings at National Furniture Liquidators. Super savings throughout the store, plus great financing options regardless of your credit. Big savings like an Ashley sofa, $298, 5-piece bedroom, $597, a queen-size mattress, $198, a TV stand with fireplace, just $397, or a 5-piece pub set, $297, and more. National Furniture Liquidators. When it comes to value, quality, and selection,
nobody beats Shorty.
As a single mom, it means a lot to me to have a strong banking relationship. With the cost of living as it is, I have to make the most of every dollar I make.
Every member has different wants and needs. That's the basis of relationship-based personal service. A strong credit union is built on strong relationships. Estacado Federal Credit Union, where you are more than a number, you're a member. Federally insured by NCUA.
When it comes to buying your next Ford, trust matters. At Permian Ford in Hobbs, that's what we're built on. Permian Ford has been serving our community for over 70 years with honest deals, a great selection, and service that keeps you moving. From tough Ford trucks to family-ready SUVs, we've got the right vehicle for your lifestyle. Experience the difference. Permian Ford, your hometown Ford store. Corner of Sanger and Del Paso in Hobbs, America.
Permian Ford.
Visit PermianFord.net.
Truck Central USA.
Head down to Tate Branch in Hobbs. If you've been thinking about upgrading your ride, now's the time. They've got a huge selection of vehicles from rugged Ram trucks to family-ready Jeep Wagoneers, all backed by their lifetime powertrain warranty. Go see Vanessa at Tate Branch in Hobbs and let her get you rolling in something you love. 4123 North Lovington Highway, or call her at 575-298-1205. That's 298-1205. Go experience the Tate Branch difference.
You know Benny's Western Store in Artesia is your headquarters for boots, hats, shirts, and jeans. But did you know that Benny's also carries a huge assortment of firearms? Head down to 205 West Main to see the amazing discounts that are available on their firearms and ammo. Benny's also has a huge shipment of jewelry and FR clothing that is priced to sell. New items arriving weekly. You won't find a bigger selection at a better price anywhere. Benny's Western Store, 205 West Main in Artesia, or find them on Facebook.
Dale Perm Oilfield Specialties, your one-stop shop for all your oilfield specialty needs. Specializing in distribution of top-of-the-line supplies and services to businesses all over the Delaware and Permian Basin. One of the leading oilfield suppliers and service providers in the industry, committed to integrity, quality, and service. Now has great opportunities for talented leaders with integrity and a team-spirited attitude, with opportunities in sales, delivery, and even senior management management, and many other positions. If you have these qualifications and you want to be part of a team, contact DalePermSupply.com/careers. Dale Perm Oilfield Specialties, 1005 North Grimes and Hobbs. The next step in your oilfield career.
Hear ye, hear ye! Step back in time to the time of your life at the 4th Annual Cavern City Renaissance Festival. Enjoy a weekend of magic and merriment with captivating music, thrilling armored combat, and award-winning stage performances. Savor bountiful food and drink as you explore 2 stages of non-stop entertainment and discover unique treasures from over 100 artists and vendors. Bring your whole family for an unforgettable adventure on September 26th and 27th at the Carlsbad Beach Park. Advertisement paid for by the City of Carlsbad Lodgers Tax.
Hope, a timeless promise. More than whispered dreams, it's the pulse of renewed life. In today's world of neglected animals, forgotten promises, and endless demands, how often do we see a second chance? Picture a different scene. A field of grace, horses galloping with newfound freedom. A gentle hand, a loving heart, and the world's burdens lifting away. This isn't a dream. It's what Roadrunner Horse and Livestock Rescue offers. While their fields house horses, their spirit offers much more. Unparalleled moments of healing. There's a saying, every life deserves a second chance. They believe every moment counts, lives transformed, futures rewritten, and the best tales often start with compassion. Join this journey with them. Roadrunner Horse and Livestock Rescue, nestled in the heart of Artesia, New Mexico. Offering a chance for you to join their mission, either by owning one of these beautiful animals or by donating to further what Roadrunner is doing right here in southeast New Mexico. Every renewed life begins with a simple act. Just add love.
Don't miss Roadrunner Horse and Livestock Rescue's sale of over 200 horses, October 11th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 1002 South 41st Street, Artesia, New Mexico.
Be in the Breakfast Club being powered by Permian Ford and PermianFord.com. Back to Be in the Breakfast Club.
When I'm driving, I got a guy on the radio who talks to me. I can't see him, but he talks to me.
The personalities bring it home to me, and I just love it.
From Hollywood, it's Jimmy.
All right, he's not there anymore. He's gone. I do apologize, Jimmy. No talented Jimmy is gone.
I don't apologize.
He is off the show. Not going to be back for a while.
Oh.
All right, the assassination attempt of Donald Trump. Of course, that happened at Mar-a-Lago, the second one. Prosecutors are expected to rest their case. This is a very short trial.
Good.
Very short trial. So resting their case today in the federal trial, Ryan Ruth, accused of attempted assassination of President Donald Trump at the West Palm Beach Golf Club, of course, in 2024. Wednesday's testimony centered around a gray storage box and a 12-page letter that this guy wrote about Dear World, a letter that accounts to a longtime acquaintances. Prosecutors used the FBI special agent Garrett Fu, who walked jurors through the gray box and was uncovered in North Carolina. It contained phones, ammo, improvised fire mechanisms, and Ruth alleged handwritten letter that was addressed to the world, Dear World. Per the judge's rule, the jurors were shown only the first 3 sentences of the letter, including, "This is an assassination attempt of Donald Trump. I will offer $150,000 to whoever completes the job." Ruth, representing himself, which is never really a good idea. We all think that we're smarter until you go against somebody that does it for a living. It's like a mechanic.
Yep.
You know, you could probably change your own spark plugs, but you're not a mechanic. When it comes to doing a little troubleshooting, you're just not as good as the mechanic.
So you're saying that if they think he's incompetent as an attorney, he only has himself to blame.
Of course. Yeah, he's the only one to blame. So that case will continue. I would think they'd wrap that thing up before the weekend and probably come back with a quick verdict that he's guilty.
Let's hope.
I mean, what other way we're going to go with this?
True.
They caught him. He had the gun. They identified him.
Yep.
Secret Service said, yeah, that's the guy right there.
Yep. I agree.
The 60-year-old with the ponytail. That's him. And the man bun. Ponytail and the man bun. Can you have both? I think you can. Had the ponytail sticking out, the bun on top of his head. Yeah, I think you can have both. Running late this morning, being brought to you by Pop's Power Washing. 11 years, Eric has never been late. Cleaning up the all field equipment, cleaning up your spills, taking care of your company fleets. Eric's number, 575-704-0330. I've said it before. Maybe you got a power washing person already. Maybe you do. But you call them and they don't show up. A couple days later, they show up. I think they'd be very surprised if they show up one day after you called them and you've been waiting. And Eric has already been there. Because Eric is never late. Call him. 575-704-0330. Rest assured, 11 years, Eric has never been late. He's not going to be late. He says he's going to be there. He is going to be there. And it looks like Texas startup company called the Colossal Biosciences says it's a 5 to 7 years away from bringing you a dodo bird back from extinction. So they're going to bring it back from extinction. Well, now they took the DNA from a dodo bird, and they are going to bring it back. I've seen that movie somewhere.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. But the dodo went extinct in the early 1900s, right?
Yeah.
So it really hasn't been but 100.
Yeah. So Texas,
this is not like a T-Rex.
Get ready for a barbecue joint in Texas to be charbroiled dodo
and emu.
Yeah, we got it. Stone skipping contest held for decades at a island in Scotland was marred this year by by a scandal, cheating. Once
Skipping
discovered,
stones?
the cheaters were quickly sent back to their glass dam houses. Scandal certainly made some big waves, but not as big as a wave with the skimming. I mean, you know what's bad when we can't even have a rock skimming competition, and that's not marred by cheating. That's just sad.
How do you even skip rocks?
You don't know how to skip a rock?
I think I nailed it when I was little one time, but now it's like
easy.
Throw it.
Go to any body of water.
Okay, you watch Texas Longhorn football, right?
Maybe, yeah.
So look at the way Arch Manning throws the ball.
Yep.
Okay.
Sidearm. That's the way you skip the ball.
Okay.
Or skip the rock.
Okay.
Or skip the receiver, either way.
I'm going to record myself and show y'all.
Yeah. Dallas Wings, Paige Buckner has been named the 2025 WNBA Rookie of the Year. Congratulations going out to Paige.
Congratulations.
And we talked about the Toy Hall of Fame. That's going to be held later this year, the inductees. But Battleship, Connect 4, Spyograph, Trivial Pursuit, Star Wars, The Lightsaber, Furby, Tickle Me Elmo, all finalists in this year's Toy Hall of Fame. Battleship just getting in?
Yeah, that's what I was saying about.
A lot of those things just barely got in.
Man,
I was certain Tickle Me Elmo would have already been a long time ago.
Well, that's the newest of
I was
all
gonna
of
say
these.
that's the least out of that group that should be in there.
I mean, Battleship's been around forever. Crazy. And Courtney B is expecting her 4th baby with her boyfriend, Patriots, All-Pro wideout Stephon Diggs. Man, she gets around.
Cardi B?
Yeah, she's got 4 babies,
I
4
didn't know
different
she
baby
was
daddy.
honestly pregnant again.
Yeah, with a
don't
football
keep
player.
up.
How many? Never mind.
What? Say it. She's nasty.
That's where I was going with that. Can
What
you
is
imagine
that?
the disease that you get if you're there? I mean,
It's one thing to be beautiful like that and attractive and have like great assets.
Yeah, I don't find her.
when you're
I don't
gross
really.
like that,
I don't either.
I don't
Negative.
find her attractive.
I think she's
At
a
all.
beautiful woman.
I think that she is another example of a human that passes on a lot of diseases to other humans.
I mean, not just that, like the way that she speaks and the way that it's
Her ugly goes
she's
all the way to the
degrading
bone.
To her, yeah. Like, I don't think that it's cute. Like, when I see these young girls and I'm like, as soon as they open up their mouth, I'm like, you've already lost your pretty, you know?
You're pretty disappeared.
Correct.
Tennis legend Martina Navratilova reacts to Jimmy Kimball's being pulled off the air. So she was the only viewer. Thank you. Former tennis star Martina Navratilova fired back a series of social media posts Wednesday, seemingly in response to Disney yanking Kimball off the air. Navratilova, she was high stakes back in the day. She was will go down as one of the greatest women's
tennis players
ever. Martina was the guy. I was the you
man.
know what I'm talking about. Anyway, she posted a bunch of stuff about new lows. Is this really a new low? That we're hitting new lows with the MAGA gang forcing people. Look, you just can't say anything.
Right.
You don't think I've been reprimanded before?
Mm-hmm.
You know what saved me for years? I was my own boss. That's what saved me. I'm just joking.
No, you're not.
I'm just. All right, Charlie Kirk,
maybe.
assassin. His family is starting to speak out. So the transgender roommate of the that killed Charlie Kirk, that he was kicked out of his parents' house. He was kicked out of his parents' house for substance abuse, gender identity, and persistent video game addiction. So that's why he was kicked out the parents' house. This information is just coming out. Lance Twiggs, who was not charged, of course, was the person that was, transitioning.
Right.
Lived with his grandparents after his father kicked him out. So they're talking about the boyfriend of the shooter. And then he started his transition, and that's when his parents kicked him out of his house at the age of 18. He shared that apartment in Southwest Utah with 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk. Kirk, of course, taken to the hospital and did not survive. And so they're now saying that the transgender gentleman was, kicked out of his family's home. He was problematic, drug issues, and so on and so forth. So I'm wondering if this young man, the assassin, was also had some drug issues. We know he got mental health problems.
Very well could be.
We know that. And a major cruise line suspended their Caribbean destination because of kidnappings of Americans. Royal Caribbean cruise. Scheduled visits to Haiti. No more. They ain't going to Haiti. Why would you want to go to Haiti?
You wouldn't.
So they're skipping all cruises to Haiti.
I mean, they're going right there. Why don't they just go to the Dominican? It's so much nicer.
Well, they're saying that Haiti has some beautiful, pristine coral reefs and that type of stuff.
So does the Dominican. They're on the same island.
So, yeah, I'm going to skip. I'm going to skip Haiti.
Yes.
You know, me and the wife were talking the other day about, you can get a cruise out of, because here's the deal. My wife is having breakfast at the hotel in Galveston. She meets two Filipinos who are married to older guys. I'm talking about in their late 70s, early 80s. And one of them is in a wheelchair, but they're going on a cruise. So now the wife is, we need to go on a cruise. I mean, they went on a cruise. We need to go on the cruise. So, but I looked up. You could go on a cruise for like $398.
Oh, wow.
Out of Galveston. $398. That's like a 4-day cruise.
Wow.
Which led me to start thinking about living on a cruise.
I looked into that one time.
No, I did too. It actually...
It's feasible.
So, on average, if you buy that many cruises, you could get about $300 a week. $300 a week. Now, help me out here, Monica. 300 times 4.
1,200.
1,200 a month. That's for a place to lay your head. That is meals included in most of that. I'm just saying that might not. Those people that do it, I called them crazy at one time. They might not be crazy.
I looked at it one time, and depending on what kind of cabin you're going to get, and that you get a better rate if you go on those longer cruises.
Yeah.
So a week to 2 week cruises.
I thought you were going to say if you sleep by the kitchen.
Well, no, you get a better rate if you get just an interior cabin. But I didn't want that. I wanted something with a view, something middle of the road. Not the lowest one, but like the one where you actually have some kind of view. And you could do a cruise for a year on the same boat with the longer cruises for about $35,000 a year.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's less than that because I saw it on YouTube. The guy said he averages about $275 a week.
Wow.
On a cruise.
Wow.
Because he is now a frequent flyer or whatever you want to call it, that about $275 a week. And your meals are included.
Yeah.
Now it's starting to make more and more sense.
Yeah.
The problem is internet.
Well, no, a lot of them do have it out at sea, but they charge for it.
Well, and I mean, you could always get now you can get that Starlink little box that will take you anywhere.
And you think about that, Kevin. They've got a good fitness center usually on board.
I mean,
and out by the pool, there's a lot of people.
This thing is starting to make more and more sense. It really is.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. By the way, I got to say that I was scammed. You were scammed too, Blake.
On?
Elon Musk doesn't have a phone. The guy that puts out those videos, and by the way, it's like one a week.
No phone?
No phone. Elon Musk came out and he was asked, I think it was on Joe Rogan. He goes, no, we don't have a phone. He goes, the guy does a great job acting like we have a phone.
Did he go on to say, maybe we'll look
into it? He goes, maybe in the future we will, but there is no phone.
Damn it. I wanted one.
And I could have got a new phone by now.
Yeah.
But I was waiting on the Elon Musk Starlink PI phone or Tesla PI phone.
Now you got to get a
I was
17.
Scammed.
Yeah, that's
I was scammed.
I'm mad now.
Is what I was doing. Yeah. Looks like Mike Pence has a job.
Okay.
Mike Pence.
Isn't he retired? Shouldn't he just retire?
I would.
Yeah.
But he is joining
sick.
George Mason University as their Scholar School of Policy and Government as a professor. He's going to be a distinguished professor. And Cornell's NBA counsel warning that non-marginalized students to avoid minority recruiting events. So they are not. So Cornell,
right,
does not want all kids to go to recruiting events. If you don't fall under a certain criteria, they don't want you going to their recruiting events. Kids of certain color, you shouldn't go. So they're just kind of changing the way they're doing DEI. They're not calling it DEI. It's just like a roundabout thing. Did you see the asteroid bigger than a skyscraper heading towards Earth at 24?
Yeah, it'll be here around Halloween.
24,000 miles per hour?
There's a lot of things about that asteroid, that comet, that spaceship.
Well, aren't aliens supposed to come like this month?
No, it's by like right around Halloween.
What's supposed to happen this month?
Just different other stuff.
Nothing
big.
24,000 miles an hour.
There is so much speculation about this thing in space. And it's not like it's headed towards Earth. It's just when it's going to pass by here.
Like the story says it could crush a major city.
Okay.
Well, hopefully it'll land somewhere where we.
Well, it's just the aliens doing the flyby to see how bad we are.
I am not wishing bad upon anybody.
I just want them to come pick up the Democrats and take them with them and let them do the experiments on them.
Probing.
So you you watch all that sci-fi stuff. You actually believe that it could happen.
Probing.
No, I said I want it to happen.
Well, maybe. So do you believe in aliens?
I do.
You do?
There's no way we're the smartest individuals in the world.
Yes.
Or in the universe.
There are parts of the Bible that point to that, actually.
Oh, yeah, you should make that tomorrow.
Yeah.
The extraterrestrial experience.
I just don't, I just can't believe that we're the smartest.
Or the only.
Yeah, I'm not believing it. All right, we're going to get to the boob of the day. I'll get to that in a second. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Zia Guns, 1907 North Main in Roswell. Over 8,000 guns in stock, handguns, rifles, shotguns. They've got it all. Give them a call, 575-622-0023. I don't have any idea what all that is.
It's the going back and forth.
Check Zia Guns out today. They've got 1,000 firearms, handguns, rifles, shotguns. They've got it all. And look, if you don't have a gun and you're thinking about buying a gun, go talk to them. They have lethal and non-lethal personal protection. I'll say it again. I go with lethal because, and I've got bad luck. And my luck, somebody would be in my house, and I'd hit them with the non-lethal, and they end up killing me and everybody else. So I go with the make sure. But you do what you got to do. You be you. Give them a call, Zia Guns, 575-622-0023. Good people, fair pricing. And don't forget, trade in your old gun to get a better gun today at Zia Guns. Closed Saturday, open Sunday. Zia Guns in Roswell. Anna Paulina Luna, of course, she is a representative, talking about foreign entities promoting maybe violence in our cities. Here's what she said.
What we're finding is that what Charlie was fighting, this indoctrination that was taking place on college campuses, these weren't just, liberal professors from the 60s that had been radicalized, right? Like, this is actually a foreign government funded operation. And a lot of these left-wing organizations that have been pushing these violent riots, the targeted campaigns, a lot of the people that have associations with these groups that are calling for assassinations of the president, of conservative commentators, and even of, Charlie's family are tied to these organizations. And
So maybe we need to start going after these foreign entities that want to do away with our way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't want to point fingers, but if somebody is trying to get involved in our politics.
Well, I think that starting by designating Antifa as a terrorist organization, now you can investigate the funding of Antifa.
Amen. Amen. Todd Lyons talks about the breakdown when it comes to Obama and Biden. You know, we talked about this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, I want to see that Epstein list. Where's the Epstein list?
Well, and this is in particular about that illegal foreigner who was drunk driving and killed that girl.
But there could have been a lot more stuff, but now you're making a big deal about it, but you've never made a big deal about it before. Here's what this guy had to say, Todd Lyons had to say.
The streets? You know, John, this just shows the danger of sanctuary policies. When you think that we've already removed him in 2005, he was lawfully ordered by an immigration judge after previous DUI accidents. At some point, he sneaks back in through our porous border back, we don't know, between 2005, 2013. He gets arrested again. And under that administration, he wasn't a priority, wasn't mandatory detention. He was supposed to be on the alternatives detention ankle monitor. He fled from ICE then, right? So he already has a history of DUIs. Then he's out again. He gets encountered in October of 2024, but because his crime didn't meet the threshold under President Biden's soft on crime stance, he was released again. He gets popped again in January, but because New York City is such a sanctuary jurisdiction, they don't honor our detainer. The guy kept getting let out of jail. We keep trying to get a hold of him, and now a 16-year-old girl has lost her life.
All right, so
yeah, there's blood on the hands of Obama and Biden.
Yeah, you can, that guy in particular, you can show the dates. The first set of dates, Obama was president.
Yep.
The second, Joe Biden.
So, strengthening the border, bad people gotta go. All of that stuff. Eventually, we can fix this country. Eventually. All right, Boob of the Day coming up next. Looks like University of New Mexico fall enrollment increased for the fourth year in a row. I had a thought when I read this story last night. I was so tired. And what's the percentage? I've asked this before. What is the percentage of kids that go to school on the lottery scholarship and quit in the first year or the second year?
Oh.
Now,
that's
I
tough.
don't know.
I don't know.
I'll have to.
You mean on just the lottery scholarship or any scholarship?
Yeah, well, they go to school on the lottery scholarship.
The free education.
Yeah,
that they offer.
and they go to school on the and look, that's a great program.
It really is.
But there's a lot of kids that go to college because they don't know what they want to do.
Right.
And the stopgap is, I'm just going to go to college. And then they quit. So is that wasted money? We just threw that money. We could have invested in the top kids, the top 50% of kids.
Well, they could do that too, though, here in this state.
Instead of sending everybody to college. College is not a fix for all.
And I think that the whole lottery thing, and I think they did change this, college or a technical school where they can learn a trade.
Yeah. But there are a lot of people, I'm just thinking about, my daughter, her friends. How many finished school? They went to school on the lottery scholarship. After a year, they drop out. So we just wasted all that money, and these kids dropped out, and they're never going back to school.
Right.
Okay, so in 2020, the program had been used by 10,000 state residents pursuing associate's degree programs, including nursing, but it does not say how many dropped out.
I've asked that, and they probably don't want that number released.
No.
They probably don't want the number released. All right, sickening story. This story out of the UK, social media giant Meta, Facebook. 1,300 ads for websites promoting childlike sex dolls. They finally got banned in the UK, but as they investigated this, they found out that these ads were out there and people were buying these sex dolls that look like kids. And Facebook accepted the ads. And I've shared with you guys some of the ads that I get off of Facebook. I'm talking about I got hooked into one of those group messages, and it was straight up porn on Facebook.
I hate it when, like, that's the one thing on these social media apps now that they just add you to these groups.
There's a way to block that where you don't let anybody share. You have to approve the share first. I'm
going to go look.
But
it's not just
privacy section.
It's not just the Messenger on Facebook. It's also the other Meta properties.
Yeah, man, you bet mesh. I had something like that, and somebody said, "Hey, there's porn on your page." I'm like, I didn't post that. Well, somebody did. Yep, I went and checked. Sure enough. All right, 6 minutes away from 9. Morning, how you doing? Where you calling from? You were there, and now you're gone.
I can guarantee you what that probably was at this time.
You were there, and then now you're gone.
They had a goat to sell or a tire.
Oh, well, maybe.
I've got,
Hey, where's racist, sexist, liberal today? He has not commented.
Well, he's
one
probably
time.
still sleeping.
It's already 9, bro.
Probably still sleeping.
Or just mad.
All right, when we come back, we'll talk about Brazil. Finds a political prisoner for recreational racism. What the hell is recreational racism? I'll get to that.
Do it for sport?
Coming up next. Recreational racism. I had never heard of recreational racism. All right, 8:55. Let's get to the boob of the day, being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics Medical Professionals. On staff, they offer functional medicine, natural supplements, stem cell therapy, ozone therapy. I'm going to get my injections. After last couple weeks, I'm going to get my injections. I'm also going in. I've had the blood work done. Now I'm going to sit down with Kelly Pfeiffer. He's going to tell me exactly where I'm at with a lot of look. They look at things that nobody else looks at. The biomarkers that they look at, it's like 20 plus. And he'll be able to tell me why my B12 is so high. Why my testosterone is at a 1,400. Well, I know why. Combination of weightlifting and taking testosterone. So I'll lower my dose again. And, they look at all kinds of... And ladies, if you're going through menopause, premenopause, and your body is changing and your hormones are changing, your body's changing because of your hormones. They can fix that. They can. Hormonal optimization. They also offer many different types of diet plans. You can go sit down and talk to them about that, plus so much more. Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. 3900 North Lovington Highway and Hobbs, 575-964-8025. Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics, proud sponsor of the Boob of the Day.
So a man in Florida named Larry Rada Jr. was spotted speeding last Saturday afternoon. And you're saying, yeah, well, whatever. Florida, speeding, some guy. Where does this go? When a deputy tried to stop him, he spun his car in a full circle around the cop car and sped off. The police opted not to pursue him for safety reasons, because apparently he could do that kind of stuff. But maybe they should have chased him, because he crashed with 3 kids in the car. Then he escaped with them by throwing them over a 6-foot fence and then jumping over it himself. Now, thankfully, he was caught not long after that, and all 3 kids were taken to the hospital, checked out with minor injuries, and released. Larry was later booked on 3 counts of child neglect, and officials say There's a lot more charges they're going to file. They just got to figure out what they are. But for donutting around a cop car, then throwing your kids over a fence, you are definitely going to be the boob of the day.
Boob of the day being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. Check them out today. Lovington Highway and Hobbs. Good news of the day on the way. Monica and the Tex will come back. We'll get to the good news of the day and more up next. Monica?
NPR says, I'm surprised Tatum doesn't have a 5-star hotel in the middle of it from all the tickets they give out. I'm assuming you got a ticket today, NPR lover.
You probably deserve it.
I got 2 in one day in Tatum. I was going to a Texas Tech football game, got a ticket at Tatum. Coming back, got another ticket.
Oh, that's tough.
I thought NPR lovers said that they were just a law abider all the time.
Well, maybe.
How'd they get a ticket?
Joe the Vet said, I'm going to contact the company that's going to bring back the dodo bird. I'm going to request that they bring back our founding fathers so we can turn them loose on the Democrats. And Kevin, I meant to tell you when you were asking about books to listen to or read, you need to listen to Fallout by John, where'd you go? Solomon. Joe from Hobbs said the asteroid is the Borg coming to see if we're ready for assimilation. LOL. Donald said if aliens come and pick up all the Democrats, they would just enjoy all the anal probes. Big Poppy says, I told y'all about the Tesla phone. I was scammed too, said Big Poppy.
Thank you.
And going on an 8-day cruise next to the biggest room you can get is $7,700 for 4 of us.
What?
Papa Top says no booze. What are you saying no booze for, Papa Top? And hey, Kevin, you need to listen to last night's message at Legacy Church here in Albuquerque. What a powerful message the pastor had last night. He dropped the hammer down.
I'll go back and check it out.
Absolutely. He's an incredible pastor. Steve, was it Pastor Steve Texter? From Conservative Ryan, 50-cent double cheeseburgers at McDonald's today. What? Why?
Because they don't have real meat.
Oh, Papa Top said no booze on the cruise. Okay, I got it.
Oh, you got to pay extra.
That's
or
fine.
You can take bottles in, right? Like, I think I remember people saying, like, when
you're
they
going to carry a whole bunch of bottles on your cruise?
No, like bottles of, like, tequila and stuff. Like, they were taking them in from Mexico, I think.
Oh, you can bring stuff in.
Yeah, like, you can take all that. Instead of bringing back extinct animals, why not bring back common sense? Hallelujah. Why not bring back love? Where's the love? Pierce Stormer here from the UE was the most person to blame for covering up for pedophiles. Or Pierce Stormer?
Pierce Morgan?
I said Pierce Stormer.
Oh.
This may be a stupid question, but how do you cheat with skipping rocks? Says Big.
I don't know.
That's what I was saying. You're there, you have your rock. You throw your rock.
Oh. LOL. Remember when Sissy Boy Kimmel started crying and saying Trump was going to be the end of democracy? I find it ironic that all of these people run their mouths with no empathy, but then expect everyone to have empathy for them when they lose their jobs or whatever the repercussions are. John from Eunice said, amen.
Yep.
Everyone has freedom of speech, but no one has freedom of the consequences.
Right.
And 3 people said the pimp was Rooster, played by Michael Roberts. That was the name of the pimp.
Yeah, Rooster.
Rooster. That's such a cool nickname, Rooster.
Rooster.
I guess because I watch the behavior of our rooster. He thinks he's all badass.
He is. I mean, you got all. I mean,
He's got
think
all
about
the
that.
ladies.
You got all those hens to take care of.
What's up?
I know.
And
then
not
he's like
not one hen with a headache. Come
He's
on
like
now.
the prettiest one out there. Anywho, the best line I ever heard was "You the disease and I'm the cure" from the movie Cobra. Chicky Chicky Pow Pow said that. The best burger in Southeast New Mexico is at my house, coming off of my grill. The people complaining about firing people for what they said are the same ones who loved cancel culture.
Mm-hmm.
Richard says, the best burger is mine when I get meat from the butcher and make it on the grill with mesquite wood, and I put everything I want on it. That sounds so good. USA All the Way says, people don't realize that nowadays most companies do research into your social media accounts before you're hired. They can decide to hire you or not, depending on what you
I had
post.
that discussion with a young man that's going to work for a big company. Change your last name on that account.
Sure. And they can also let you go for what you post after you are hired. Dustin the Handyman says, the best green chili bacon cheeseburger is my burger. LOL.
There you go.
And then the North Y, is that really a place, guys? Or am I being bamboozled? Because I know what they call the Y.
Where?
I don't know.
No, where?
This texter just says the North Y. They have the best burgers.
Now, Monica, does the rooster tend to go with the ugly the ugly hens?
All of them.
Because, I mean, the ugly
Your
hens...
turn. Your turn.
I mean,
Your
rumor
turn.
is that the ugly hens do things that the pretty hens won't do.
Listen.
That's what I heard.
Kevin.
But the pretty ones are better than the ugly ones.
That's
I'm just saying.
That's what
They're better at what?
That's what I heard.
About doing stuff.
Like laying eggs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laying eggs.
Guys, stop. I prayed to be clean spoken this morning.
That ain't going to happen.
See, you guys.
Clean-spirited.
It's not us.
Clean-spirited.
You
All right,
guys.
904 KWMW Malchamora, 105.1 FM, 93.5 KWES, Ruidoso, and KDAZ AM 700 FM 96.9 in Albuquerque. We're coming right back. News this morning being brought to you by State Representative Randy Pettigrew. Look, Randy Pettigrew continuing the fight. He's a conservative, but he's a constitutional conservative. He believes in the Constitution. He fights for the Constitution. He's going to fight for your Constitution. Not only New Mexico's Constitution, but our federal Constitution. That's what Randy Pettigrew is all about, fighting for common sense. You can count on one thing, that Randy Pettigrew, during this special session, that it's a big nothing burger. They're going to bring up all kind of crazy things, but we're not going to do one thing to fix the crime problem in this state. Not one. And if they were fighting crime, they would say it's all about gun control. It's another thing that Randy Pettigrew stands up against. Taking away your firearms, taking away your rights, period. Find out more information at randallpettigrew.com. He's in District 61. And just a reminder, when the session is going on, Randy puts out a newsletter, sometimes daily, lets you know what passed, what didn't pass, what's going on in Santa Fe. You want the newsletter? Go sign up today at randallpettigrew.com. You can also sign up via his social media accounts. Randy Pettigrew. You can find out more information, randallpettigrew.com. Message paid for by Randy Pettigrew. It's already 9:06. Taking a break. We'll be back. We're Beyond the Breakfast Club.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovart. The lesser prairie chicken could see its federal protections restored if an appeal filed in federal court by an environmental extremist group is successful in overturning a ruling issued earlier this year by a Texas judge. That ruling was issued in response to a motion to overturn its own listing filed by the U.S. Department of the Interior, the parent agency of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, which oversees endangered species actions. The appeal is headed to the U.S. Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. And a man and a woman were injured by gunfire late Monday night during an incident in southwest Roswell. Roswell police officers in the area heard gunshots and headed in that direction to investigate. And in about the same time, a 911 call was received by dispatch reporting the address on the 1000 block of South Michigan Avenue at which the shooting had occurred. One of the responding officers saw a vehicle leaving the area at a high rate of speed and conducted a traffic stop. The driver told the officer his two passengers had been shot and they needed to get to hospital. Emergency Emergency medical personnel were called, and the two passengers, a man and a woman, each age 22, were transported to hospital. The injured man, Angelo Daniel Duran, was treated at the hospital for a gunshot wound and released to police, who detained him while they investigated the incident. Duran was arrested about 8:45 a.m. on Tuesday and charged with aggravated assault, shooting at a dwelling or occupied building, attempted aggravated burglary, and criminal damage to property. The woman remains in the hospital. And in Roswell, the splash pads at Pocorn Park and Carpenter Park will wrap up their summer season for the final day of the year, September 30th. The splash pads are open daily from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. through September 30th. Meanwhile, the indoor pool at the Roswell Recreation and Aquatic Center offers swimming opportunities, but the center's outdoor pool has closed for the season. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
There's an end of summer sales bonanza this week at Bob's Ridgeway with whole pork loin, $1.99 a pound. Choice top sirloin steak, $7.99 a pound. Get your Lunchables 2 for $4, and boneless skinless thighs, just $1.99 a pound. In produce, juicy cantaloupe, 99 cents each. Green bell peppers, 3 for $1. House avocados, 99 cents each. And in groceries, Chobani yogurts, 4 for $5, and things that go together like Hunt's pasta sauces, 4 cans for $5. Skinner's and American Beauty pastas, 4 bags for $5. It's an end of the summer sales bonanza this week at Bob's Ridgeway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington, where your grocery dollar always goes farther.
This is Davis Smith, the Guerrilla Lawyer, and I'm talking to you from my office on 3130 North Grimes in Hobbs, New Mexico. Our office has exploded with new clients. And do you know why? Fast settlements, fantastic customer service, and man, we love paying our clients money. If you get injured in a car wreck, you come see the Gorilla. Remember, if you get injured, you get the Gorilla.
Visit 3130 North Grimes or call 575-964-2720. That's 964-2720.
Hear ye, hear ye! Step back in time to the time of your life at the 4th Annual Cavern City Renaissance Festival. Enjoy a weekend of magic and merriment with captivating music, thrilling armored combat, and award-winning stage performances. Savor bountiful food and drink as you explore 2 stages of non-stop entertainment, and discover unique treasures from over 100 artisan vendors. Bring your whole family for an unforgettable adventure on September 26th and 27th at the Carlsbad Beach Park. Advertisement paid for by the City of Carlsbad Lodgers Tax.
Hi, this is Danny Kirkendall with Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. We're celebrating 100 years in business here on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia, and we invite you to come see us for your new Chevy, GMC, or a just perfect pre-owned vehicle. Our GM certified team is ready to assist you, so give us a call at 575-746-3551 or visit us online at guychevy.com.
Guy Chevrolet, celebrating 100 years at the corner of 1st and Main in downtown Artesia.
This Jow Panthers Sports Report is brought to you by America Supply, located in Hobbs and Jow, New Mexico.
Looking for oilfield, industrial, and safety supplies? Go to America Supply. Need cleaning supplies? America Supply has that too. How about restaurant and food truck supplies? Are you beginning to see a trend here? America Supply carries everything from H2S and quad monitors, fire extinguishers and first aid kits, to safety glasses, vests, FR clothing, fall protection and gloves of all types. They have your slings and whip checks, your lift straps and cam locks, your adapters, pipe fittings, and threaders. They have many name brands like Lockout, Tagout, Pelican, Milwaukee, Rigid, and so many more. Visit America Supply to find exactly what you're looking for and then some. 502 North Grimes and Hobbs under the Big American Eagle, or call 575-393-3383.
Patrick Alexander here with Coach Brent Satterwhite. Coach, able to take care of Van Horn this weekend. What'd you guys do well? You shut them out.
Oh, yeah. We moved the ball. We kept it away from them a lot. Just pounding the rock. Our quarterback, Daniel Ronaldo, he had another big game. I think he had 146 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Good, Coach. This week you're going to take on the Las Cruces JV. What do you know about that JV team? I know their varsity's going to go to number 1 this week.
I believe they're 3-0. They have some really talented kids. Very impressed with the running back they have. I'm not sure what his name is just yet, but I know he wears number 26. I was teasing their coach that if they brought him, we might just try to keep him and not let him go back to Las Cruces. This kid's really talented, fast. You punt to him, he's probably going to scare you and he doesn't scare you. He'll just run it all the way back for a touchdown, and they'll be kicking an extra point. So he's just that kind of kid he's an impact player. They run some counter with him. They run some zone with him. Then, like I said, they put him back on the punts and kickoffs, and he's just explosive. But like I said, they're a talented bunch of kids.
Good luck this week, Coach, and get those last games out of the way to get ready for district.
Yes, sir.
This Jow Panthers Sports Report was brought to you by America Supply, located in Hobbs and now open in Jow, New Mexico.
Be in the Breakfast Club, being powered by Permian Ford and PermianFord.com.
Funny. Certain controversial issues, pretty much anything they want to talk about.
Just funny as hell. Assholes, but they're funny.
All right, let's get it on.
It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, and we're just the fire hydrant.
I pass it on to you as my father passed it on to me.
Take the time to thank all our sponsors. Be in the Breakfast Club.
It's part of my morning routine.
All right, we're going to get to good news of the day coming up. Brazil fires one of their political prisoners. His name is Jair Bolsonaro. 189,000 for recreational racism. We need to look that up. Recreational racism.
So racism just for sport? I mean,
recreational racism. The ruling issued by the third panel of the federal regional courts of the fourth region. By God, they like their regions in Brazil. Because he made statements of prejudice, discrimination, and intolerance of black people. That would be called recreational racism. According to the courts, it occurred the alleged moral damage through comments that he referred to Afro hairstyles, hairstyles reportedly known in Brazil as Black Power, and so thank you, recreational racism in Brazil.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Racial offense disguised as a joke. So you can't sell jokes.
Okay.
Because that's
can't
only
hurt
disguised.
people's
That's only disguised for racism, is what that is. Nuts.
Can't. Okay.
Crazy. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco getting married a week from this weekend.
Wow. I had no idea they were even together.
Me either. And the Chicago home that was featured in Robert Redford's Ordinary People listed for $7.49 million just a day before he died. And the leading the complaints that Hulk Hogan left out of the Emmys in memory of, they didn't. Well, I mean, he was an entertainer.
Well,
he had been in several movies.
I could see him being left out and included, honestly. So, I mean, it could go either way.
Well, now, they did mention other people in memory of, but Hulk Hogan was left out. Could that be because he voted for Trump?
Could be.
It could be. Didn't they leave? Wasn't there another person? Well, they didn't mention.
The guy who was in Candyman.
Yes.
Tony Todd was left out.
Yes, he was totally left out. And, of course, they didn't say anything about Charlie Kirk.
No.
Oh, then it was intentional then.
Yeah, I mean, because all three of those people have one thing in common.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yep.
Because
they said in the beginning it was going to be a Charlie Kirk free zone.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is all three of those people were on the conservative side.
Yeah.
Right.
And because Tony was black and conservative, of course you leave that out because you can't have anybody see that.
Wow. That sucks. Did y'all watch him?
Oh, hell no.
No. Just heard the reports.
I'm sorry if I said it that way, but
no, I'm with you. Like I don't damn care.
No, I didn't watch it. I skipped it. It was not in my listening.
There's no shooting on these Grammys.
No,
I'm out.
I mean, what the hell? No shooting. I'm not watching it.
No hot babes. Hell no.
I mean, what the hell's up with that? I'm not watching it. No
Look,
way.
if they had an opening for the program of women on trampolines, Kevin would be all over it.
I'd be watching it. Damn right I would.
I'm just telling you, programmers.
Not a problem. Not
There
a
you
problem.
go.
Guys.
Looks like 69-year-old media mogul Kris Jenner showing off her fresh facelift at the MAC Cosmetic campaign. MAC Cosmetic campaign. Anyway, she's got a brand new face.
Okay.
It's hard to pick up her facial expressions, though. It really is.
Kris Jenner?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's got so much.
And then Khloe Kardashian came out about, thoughts and prayers for Charlie Kirk and his wife. And man, they went nuts. The left went crazy.
Wow.
Sad. And the DNC launching a college voter registration push after Charlie Kirk assassinated. So now they're going to be on college campuses doing exactly what Charlie Kirk was doing.
Well, no.
Oh, except
because
the other...
Charlie Kirk actually invited open discussion, and the Democrats do not want an open
they don't
discussion.
want public discussion. No. All right, good news coming up in a second. Monica and the text, 877-396-W105. Morning show this morning being brought to you by La Tienda Thriftway. Find them in Carlsbad, home of the taco bar. They've got you covered with tacos, delicious tacos. And by the way, the tortillas they use, you can get them right there in the store. Made from scratch tortillas, corn tortillas, flour tortillas, chips. They've got the shells. They've got those, and they make them multiple times a day, so they're always fresh. If you're looking for maybe something to cook out this weekend, sirloin steak, $7.99 a pound. Also, boneless, skinless thighs, $1.99 a pound. Whole pork loin, $1.99 a pound. Produce department, 99 cents for juicy cantaloupes. Bell peppers, $4.99. The green bell peppers. Avocados are just 99 cents. And strawberries and blueberries get a container for just $1.99. And the deli department, you can always save big in the deli department at La Tienda in Carlsbad. Get the lemon pepper turkey. It's sliced. It's just $7.49 a pound. Pineapple ham. It's sliced at $5.99 a pound. And they always have specials going on with all the beverages you're looking to drink. This week, you can get Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Big Red, 24-pack for $10.99. Get it all today. Home of the taco bar, La Tienda in Carlsbad. Monica?
From conservative, we already read conservative Ryan's. Y'all know when the aliens pass us, they're going to lock their doors because Earth is a trashy side of the universe, said that editor chick. Steve Ramunis said, B's directions remind me of Tom A's directions.
Why?
I don't know when you were giving directions. Two Notch says, there used to be a restaurant in Carlsbad called the North Y Drive-In. Okay. Doesn't exist
And by the way, my directions, I use my map service, and it gives me multiple ways to go. And instead of going, I don't want to go through Midland. I don't want to coming back. I don't want to go through Midland. And
I think they're still going back to originally this morning.
I didn't say Abilene. I said Amarillo.
Yes.
So I apologize for that.
It's true. The ugly hens will do anything. The pretty hens,
I
on the other
agree.
hand, will make the rooster do his little shuffle dance. And NPR lover says, no, I did not get a ticket, Blake. I will leave the name out that NPR lover called you.
Well, you're the one that brought it up.
I'm a truck driver. I pass through there 4 times a day, and not once have I not seen someone pulled over. It did sound like you were the one getting pulled over, NPR lover. I'm going to have to take Blake's side on this. You made it sound like you got pulled over, so you was the one catching all the flack. John from Eunice said, so let me get this straight. The left had a good time canceling everything they disagreed with or felt offended by, but now they expect us to tolerate everything that we disagree with because they label it freedom of speech. Am I getting that right? You are getting that absolutely right, John from Eunice. And Jay in the Patch has sent something in a couple of times already for you guys to watch. It's the Candace Owens interview.
All right, I'll go back and I'll check that out when I get off.
Jason says, dang it sounded like Monica took the ugly hens do things the pretty ones won't comment kind of personal. Ha ha. Relax, Mrs. Vanilla. Kevin wasn't talking about you. I said, Mrs. Vanilla. I like it. Thanks. And then he went on to say, remember 25 years ago when Jimmy Kimmel wasn't a little bee and he had hot women in bikinis on trampolines?
Yeah.
They were called Juggies, and they were amazing, said Jason.
They were called Juggies. Remember that,
Back in the day. Hey, Kodak is coming out with a brand new camera. It weighs like an ounce. 1 ounce.
What?
And it's called a camera. Go look that up. It is small enough to serve as a keychain and can shoot digital pictures and videos, and it's going to cost less than $30.
Okay.
So CHARMERA. Camera.
Cool.
A camera. I think I'm going to run out there and get me a camera.
Interesting.
Maybe. Camera. All right, we're going to get to good news coming up next. Already 9:23 news this morning. Being brought to you by Roach Air Conditioning and Heating, your choice for your next HVAC job. Air conditioning, heating, they've got you covered if the AC is not working the way it should. We're probably going to see some hotter days. So you might want to think about calling Enrique Rocha. 575-631-1999. Colder weather's going to be here soon. You better get a checkup done on your heating system. 575-631-1999. Rocha Air Conditioning and Heating. We're coming right back. Good news up next. Already 9:24.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. President Trump in England meets with the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer.
We've done some things that financially are great for both countries. And we work together, and it keeps us together, and I think it's an unbreakable bond we have.
There's also a reception with business executives. There's reaction for and against ABC suspending Jimmy Kimmel's late-night show over comments about Trump supporters trying to score political points from Charlie Kirk's murder.
President Trump's Truth Social post congratulated ABC for the action, then urged NBC to do the same with late-night hosts Jimmy Fallon and Seth Meyers. A statement from the ACLU said that FCC Chair Brendan Carr's call on ABC affiliates to not carry Kimmel's show is a, quote, grave threat to our First Amendment freedoms.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. Suspension is indefinite, but Jimmy Kimmel Live has not been canceled by ABC's owner Disney. America's listening to Fox News.
Attention Permian Basin Cowboy Dan here, and it's tailgate season at Permian Chevrolet GMC Nissan in Hobbs with the biggest sales event of the year happening this month at Permian Chevrolet. Backed by popular demand, we'll be raffling off a mystery car for just $99. You heard me right, only $99 on September 27th at 4 p.m. So come in today and get your free raffle tickets and enter to win. Cowboy Dan is shooting down high monthly payments on everything in stock, with payments starting as low as $99 a month, bringing you huge savings on all our trucks, cars, and SUVs, new and pre-owned in stock. Also, take advantage of our top dollar for your trade-in offer, whether it's paid for or not. Permian will beat anyone's deal. And don't forget about our lifetime powertrain warranty, giving the best protection on your new ride. Come to Permian Chevrolet GMC Nissan here in Hobbs and take advantage of the big savings. And remember, I'll beat anyone's deal.
Come out to the second annual Run to Ruidoso Car and Truck Show. This year's event will be Friday, September 19th and Saturday, September 20th. Powered by Rusty Ball Speed Shop and C10 Club, New Mexico. The pre-party begins on Friday night at Jack's Backstage at 5 p.m. On Saturday, September 20th, roll in at 8 a.m. and check out the lowriders, cars, trucks, and bikes. The show will be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Wingfield Park on Center Street. Come and meet with special guest Steve Darnell from the Discovery Channel hit TV shows Vegas Rat Rods and Welder Up. Afterwards, enjoy the post party at 5 p.m. at Rusty Ball Speed Shop. located at 1509 Sunearth Drive.
This ad paid for by Lincoln County Lodgers Tax.
This is Davis Smith, the Guerrilla Lawyer, and I'm talking to you from my office on 3130 North Grimes in Hobbs, New Mexico. Our office has exploded with new clients. And do you know why? Fast settlements, fantastic customer service, and man, we love paying our clients money. If you get injured in a car wreck, you come see the Gorilla. Remember, if you get injured, you get the Gorilla.
Visit 3130 North Grimes or call 575-964-2720. That's 964-2720.
Dear future, Toyota leads the way with hybrid tech and all-wheel drive. With style for miles, the Camry gives you up to 51 combined MPG. The Corolla Cross is packed with tech, and the future-forward Prius takes you further. No matter where the road leads, Toyota's hybrid tech and available all-wheel drive get you there. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Visit Permian Toyota in Hobbs today. Toyota, let's go places.
Did you know that when you become employed with Eddy County, you'll be receiving one of the best and most competitive benefits packages in southeast New Mexico? Eddy County offers great pay, paid vacation, paid sick leave, and holiday pay in addition. You get para-retirement, and for full-time employees, 100% health insurance paid and 60% for your dependents. You can find a list of open positions and apply at New Mexico Workforce Connection or online at eddycounty.org. Eddy County is an equal opportunity employer.
Old Jack's, Lovington's hometown drive-in, offering everything you need to heat up and cool down. From your favorite poncho burger to the best banana split around, they're even serving up some new desserts. Specials for the week of September 13th through the 19th are the Taco Burger, the Red Bull is Hocus Pocus, and the drink of the week is Ashmeister. You can find their daily and weekly food and drink specials posted on Facebook. Old Jack's, 321 West Avenue D in Lovington, or call ahead at 575-396-5328.
Be in the Breakfast Club powered by Permian Ford, home of the lifetime Permian powertrain promise. That means your engine and transmission performs for the life that you own the vehicle or it's covered.
You know, a lot of people think that the word douchebag is a male term.
Good day, sunshine. Call now, 877-396-W105.
There are some people that say, we love Trump's policy, but we don't like Trump. All I want to do is save our country.
Good news of the day this morning being brought to you by Farmers Insurance Agent Herschel Rustin Hayes, Avenue D in Lovington. Give him a call, 575-396-0513. Home Auto, Life Insurance, Commercial Insurance, Herschel Rustin Hayes. Proud sponsor of the good news of the day. Good news of the day. There you go.
Animal rescuers on Long Island saved a deer that got seriously tangled up in a soccer net. And the deer was not cooperative about it. So it took a while to cut all the netting away, but it eventually ran off into the woods. So that was good. And in case you missed it, a cow in Arizona escaped from a slaughterhouse and won her freedom. Now she's got a new home and might already have a boyfriend. The escape happened a few weeks ago. Footage of her running around a town near Phoenix went viral. The owner of the place, called Amy's Farm Animal Sanctuary, got in touch with the slaughterhouse and asked how much it'd be to buy the cow. They gave her 24 hours to come up with $2,500. She reached out to donors and raised it in half that time. They named her Moo Tilda. When she gets to live out the rest of her life at the farm, they've been posting videos and say she's been spending a lot of time with the bull that lives there. Yeah, his name is Adorable. And that is the good news of the day. Kevin?
Mess around with the bull, you might get the horns.
Or the other end.
All right, 9:30, Tradio is coming up next. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning, 6:06, for another fun-filled edition